Hey, Miss Panetta. Same to you. How you doing today? Look at them. They are so greedy, y'all. Dang. Too greedy. Hey, Tasha. Grateful. Great. And yourself wishing for $1 million. I know I need it, honey. Hey, Tasha. Ooh. Y'all hit the like button. All right, so I'm back. Y'all know I had a little dilemma yesterday and got upset. Watched you last night, and you're right. Yes, I was right. Yes, I was right. But I was also wrong too. So I gotta right my wrong. I gotta right my wrong. So I finally did talk to Miss Miss Gail Farrell. Farrell, Miss Gail Farrell. Got to say her name because I said the name last night. Let me clear her face up in y'all head because I know that her name was used in everything that I was saying. Now, everything that I was saying about the sponsors and the sponsorship and everything, I don't apologize for none of that. I don't. But what I do apologize about is Miss Gail, she wasn't a sponsor. And I guess she didn't know to not to just let me know that she was a regular follower because I didn't know that she was a regular follower that sent the gift. But like I told her, so happened at the same time that you sent a Timu gift, I was actually in conversation with Timu's affiliates. So that's why I was guessing that this gift was slipped in by them. So I got to come and apologize because she wasn't an affiliate and she was an actual supporter that sent me a gift, and I feel bad. But you know what? I was like, when I looked at the stuff, I had mentioned, I said, this person seems like that they knew me. No, the person, I could tell the thought that they put into that gift. And it just because of the items that they picked out, I could tell they put thought into it. But God got his way of trying to get you to hush your mouth whenever you was in the wrong. That's why I felt bad. Honestly, that's why I felt bad because God made me feel bad while I was over there running my mouth, talking mess that wasn't right about her. And that's the reason why I was feeling bad. Because God was trying to let me know, like, no, Tiana, you wrong. You know. But I didn't know. Because like I told you, I was in communication with these actual people at the same time. So, um, and so by me going back and writing and talking back and forth with her because she responded back to me last night, but I didn't get it till this morning. So I was talking back and forth with her, and she was telling me, I was like, so I showed her, what I was looking at and why I was confused. And so I was like, well, this is what you sent me. And, even, with the messages that was coming back and forth, it had Timu in the, how when somebody sends you an email, it's going to tell you who it comes from. Well, it did have her email on there, and it also had Timu on there. But what it was is the reason why it was forwarded with their name on it, because she took the receipt from where she bought the stuff and forwarded it to me. So it put Timu name on there, which made it seem like that it came from Timu, which I didn't know. And also, I don't know why she gave me a coupon code. Now, she never mentioned anything about that. I don't know why she gave me a coupon code, but there was a coupon code. And so when I was showing her, I was like, this is my confusion. This is why I felt like you were an affiliate for Temu. So, I don't know what's what, but in a business like this, you have to be careful. I'm like this, y'all. Everybody is suspicious to me unless you let me know otherwise, because other than that, you can't trust word of people just because they say whatever. It's too much scamming and underhanded stuff going on here on YouTube, y'all. It's too much. And so I don't know what's what. So only and I have to be safe. And like I told y'all, and y'all been knowing this about me for the longest, and I say this, I'm not a clicker. Just like I mentioned last night. People that come and they tell you, oh, go and look at my channel. I can't just do that, being who I am and what I do here on YouTube. I can't just do that, because with me going over to somebody else's channel and they not even they give me a link or whatever to go over to their channel, I can't just click on stuff and just go over there, because I don't know what I'm clicking on. I don't know if it's something to take over my account, whatever. It's been too much of that going on here for years on YouTube, with people that pages has been what you call it, hacked. Their pages has been hacked, their accounts has been hacked, their money has been and it's not easy to get in contact with people on YouTube. And when you let someone hack your page, y'all, it's hard to, especially if you don't know all your information, it's hard to try to recover that stuff. So I'm not a clicker. I'm not a person that just gonna, oh, you say this and I'm supposed to believe that. Like, no, I can't do that, because I have to worry about this is my income. And I can't let nobody trick me into clicking on something or going over to their channel and stuff like that, and they not even who they say they are. So I have to be careful. And so if you don't understand that part about YouTube, that's why I'm here to tell you. You can't just when y'all come to us as real supporters, y'all can't want to just be anonymous when it come, when you want to send us stuff, or when you want us to look at stuff. You have to tell me who you are. You have to tell me what it is that I'm getting myself into, because it's too much mess going on, and I can't say one thing from the other just because, oh, you watch me and you look like a real supporter. Like, no. You have to let me know. You can't. Right. It is. And so you have to let me know. And that's why I said, like, even with her telling me, like, I'm gonna send you something from Temu, but I don't want you to tell nobody. I don't want you to tell nobody where you get this from. That already threw a red flag up with me, because of my previous experiences. I've been in this thing going on 5 years, y'all. And with and you got to understand, like, what I have experienced within that time frame. So she don't know that I done experienced some stuff. I done had to cut people off. I had to just distance myself. That's the reasons why I didn't have, moderators and all kind of stuff like that, because it's too much that goes on YouTube. And with my little knowledge that I have doing this going on 5 years, I am as careful as I can be. So I'm not one of those people that believe everything that everybody say and click on everything that come through to me. And even with sponsors, I'm just as careful with them as I am with y'all, because they sponsors can act like they sponsors and they send you links. Yeah, click this link and go over here and you can view this item to see this item. But before I can believe that you is a sponsor, I am going to research your name on YouTube to see if anybody else done did a video about you. I am not going to use your link and go to the link that you sent me for the item that you showed me. I am going to actually go and research it my own self before I even trust to click on the link. So y'all got to understand where I come from. I know I was in the wrong for talking all my shit yesterday, and Miss Gail Farrell, I apologize. But you got to understand, well, with doing this job right here, I have to be careful. I have to. I can't just say, oh, you're not a scammer or you're just honest and innocent, and I don't know you just as well as you don't know me. You know, and you will feel the same way if you was on this side of the camera putting yourself out there for the world, and there's different type of people, there's people out there that knows how to take your information and mess up your identity, your bank account, all kind of stuff that they do. They will even lock me out my whole account where I have to start all over again. And if that was to happen, y'all, I probably wouldn't even start over again, because it's too hard trying to start from the bottom and get to the top, because your name ain't even out there for nobody to even know who you is. You have to grow your own reputation here. So if I was to get locked out of anything, I don't even think I would even start over. I'll just throw the towel in and say I'm done. Go and find me a job or something. Because other than that, it's just too much. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. I know I said a lot of harmful words, but at the end of the day, like I told you, Miss Gail, everything that I said was directed towards people that is sponsoring. Now, you're not a sponsor. I found that out. You're not a sponsor. So everything I said, you shouldn't even take to heart. Because I know I used your name, but it wasn't directed to you. At the time, it was. But we can't go there with one another, because at the end of the day, it wasn't directed to you. It was directed to sponsors. And now they know how to handle me when they come with and see my video, you know, because like I said, and I meant what I said, I'm not here for free. I here to do a job, and I'm here to get paid. And it's not easy to try to keep up your income from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, hoping that you make enough to pay some bills by the end of the month. Because every day YouTube is deducting. Every time my views go up, they deduct more. They have deductions and all kind of stuff that goes on that I don't understand. Only thing I understand to do is be here. That's all I understand. Is be here and not be a clicker. So I apologize that you sent the gift and you was not an affiliate sponsored by whatever company. I apologize for everything I said and you know, made you feel a certain type of way about the gifts that you sent. But I knew that by looking at the gifts, it looks like somebody put some thought into it. I knew that, and I said that. But don't take to heart everything I said like I meant it to you, because you was a supporter. You was a supporter, and everything that I was talking about was actually directed towards a sponsor, a affiliate, you know. So, which I thought that's what you were. So I apologize on camera once, you know, this is a sincere apology, you know, because last night I was going off at the same time I was trying to apologize, but I was upset. But I apologize, and I wanted to clear Miss Gail Farrell's name. That way, if y'all was to see her in the comments again, y'all know that Miss Gail Farrell is not an affiliate. She's not a sponsor. She is a viewer. She's a watcher, and she's a supporter. And she meant no harm. But I just didn't know. Had I known any more information, I would have known better. But I didn't know. Like I said, I was in the blind about it all. So I didn't know. I didn't know. So that's why I said I gotta come and right my wrong. And I did, apologize to her, and I explained myself to her through email and everything, and told her where I was coming from and all that jazz right there. So whether she continued to watch me or not, that's on her. That's on her, cause I done did my part. I done cleared myself, and I am woman enough to come and say where I was wrong at. But so yeah, that's that. All right, y'all. So what's going on today? Hey, Shatika, Mo Thomas. I understand that completely. I hope you didn't take offense when I asked you to visit my Instagram or view my. No, cause I never even seen that. Tasha. Yeah, I've never even seen that. And honestly, I'm never on Instagram. I'm never on Instagram. I have an Instagram, but I'm never on Instagram. And I don't, like I said, people tell me to go and visit this or visit that. I don't do that. I don't just go and just I don't go and just do that, because you can't trust that. You can't. Y'all got to look at what it is that I do. I am in the public eye. I am a content creator, a public figure, a influencer. I am an influencer. So we get attacked all different kind of ways by different people, and we got to be on guard all the time. There's never a time that I can just let my guards down if I don't know who you are. I can't do that. I can't do that. I have to know who you are. I have to know what where you're coming from. Seeing you here enough to kind of trust that you may be who you say you is. You know what I'm saying? Don't. So for future reference to anybody that want to send me anything, don't send me anything and tell me that you don't want me to tell nobody who it is, who you is, because y'all already know that's what I do. That right there throw a red flag up for me, because I have to be careful. I have to be careful. I feel like it's just suspicion. It's just suspicious. I understand that y'all don't want nobody to know your name, identity, whatever. But if you can, and you send me something, leave a note. Say don't use my name or something. You gonna email me. Say use this name or something. But don't say I'm gonna send you a gift, but don't tell nobody who it's coming from, because what am I to expect? You gotta put yourself in my shoes. What am I to expect with a message like that? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. And so I'm already suspicious. It's what's coming. What's coming? You know, I don't even know if I even want this in my house. You know what I'm saying? We have to be careful with that. That's why I don't want gifts that's being sent from your house anymore. If you can't order it, I don't want it, because people is too evil these days, and I don't know what the intentions of what that people have. You know, there was a time that I was going to shut down my P.O. box because of I wasn't aware of what was going on and suspicious activity and things going on and all this craziness. You know what I'm saying? So I have to know. I have to know. Y'all can't just want to, do generous favors, but don't want to be known, want it to be known who you are. You know, I feel like this. If you're gonna be a blessing, let your name be known. Let your name be known. Receive that blessing at the same time. But don't try to be a blessing and be in disguise, all the time. Everything ain't got to be a secret. You know, I understand you do stuff from the kindness of your heart and don't nobody have to know. That's well and true enough when you know a person or you is in face to face with a person. But when you're doing it like this right here, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that because, like I said, it's too much going on. It's too much going on, and we as content creators have to be careful. We have to be careful. So yeah, now y'all know. Hey, Miss Roro and Seafree. All right, so I'm hungry. I done threw some clothes on, and I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm finna make, but I'm finna make me some breakfast. And so I'm here for a little bit. Hold on. So hope y'all is having a good day. I am. I said I was gonna take these turkey wings later and do some dinner with it, but I ain't for the show. I think I'm gonna make me a pizza quesadilla. That's what I'm about to make. A pizza quesadilla. With some spinach, pepperoni. I got a little cheese. I ain't got a lot of cheese. It'll be nice to have some sausage. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to add some peppers to it. Add me a little bell pepper. I ain't got none of nobody onion. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna make. A pizza quesadilla. You want some catfish tails? After watching your video earlier, girl, it was so good. Hey, Wrist Spot. Welcome to the family. Y'all welcome Wrist Spot to the family. Hold on. No, I think I'm going to use olive oil. Alright, y'all done seen me make this before. But just in case you haven't, I wish I had some mushrooms to go in here. That would have been good too. Hey, Jory. Alright. I was cleaning them bones like my granny used to do. Thanks for the welcome. You're welcome, girl. That's be the best part. The bone part of it. I love the bone part of me some catfish. Y'all ring the doorbell for me. Hit the thumbs up, the like button. If you don't mind. Alright, so oh, I got some bacon bits. I'm gonna add some bacon bits to this too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got some oregano. We're gonna add some oregano. Let's see. Where my oregano at? My knees still feel about the same as it did yesterday. It don't feel, well, I guess because I didn't soak today. But it don't feel really too different from yesterday. But I think maybe if I soak, I probably would. I just got up and brushed my myself up. Where's my oregano? I need to clean these cabinets out because this don't make no sense. I can't find nothing up here, y'all. Oh, where's my oregano? I saw the oregano the other day. Oregano, oregano, oregano. If y'all see these cabinets, y'all will be like, yeah, you need to organize that. It ain't gonna stay. It never stay. Where's my oregano? I need my oregano. I need my oregano. Why can't I find my oregano? I got some on here. Some pizzas. I use this right here, some pizza seasoning. I don't even know what oregano is. That don't make no sense. Alright. So, got my little oil. I'm going to add to my skillet. Then I'm going to add some bell peppers. Some spinach. I'm going to add a little seasoning to that, season up that spinach, some little Tony seasoning. All that out a little bit. Hey, Miss Thelma. Y'all quiet today. How y'all doing? This be good and right on time for a quick little lunch when you don't know what to make. You can use regular tortilla bread, but I got this flat out bread that I'm going to use. Matter of fact, let me go ahead on and get it together. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take my flat out bread. It look like that. And I'm going to add my pizza sauce to the bread. See if they got enough seasoning on them. All right. So now I'm gonna add my bacon bits because I want these kind of heat up, so that's why I'm putting them right on top of the spinach. So I'm gonna add me some bacon bits to that. So real bacon bits. Just like so. Then I'm gonna take me some pepperoni. You can add whatever you like to this. I add mushroom, onions, pepperoni. You can add some sausage, like whatever you like. So I'm gonna add me some pepperoni. Then I'm gonna add some cheese. Cheese. Then I'm gonna add my oregano, well, pizza seasoning, but same thing. Then I'm gonna take that sauce that's on the bread, spread it around like so, and you just add as much sauce as you want to it. Then I'm gonna take that, flip it on top like that. Then this is the part that I don't like. I'm gonna just use that. Flip that out just like that. Flip it out. I'm gonna add just a tad bit more oil. Hold on, let me push that back because I want some more cheese. If I got some in here. If I got, nope, I used all my string cheese. Dang it. I got some, but it's still froze. I gotta take some more out. Anyway, so I'm gonna take this here. You're just gonna do it like that. I could have did it in the pan, but. And now I'm gonna just crisp up the bread. I would have put some more cheese on there if I would have had some more. You love my quick meals? Thank you. Quick and delicious. Bless you, Jesus. All right, flip that over. Ooh. Look good, good, good. Y'all see that right there, that little crispiness? Oh yeah, that's it. Mama. Ooh. Don't fall out of there. Put it on there to let that little oil drain. And that is my pizza quesadilla on flatbread. Like I said, you can use tortilla bread, and it'll be more crispier with tortilla bread. This bread right here don't really get like crispy like that. All right, so let me see if I can find some chips or something to go with it. Some barbecue corn chips and some water. Let me get this off of here real quick. And I like mine with ranch dressing because it gives it more flavor. What's up, Susie? Yes, honey. What kind of bread? Or this is the flat out bread. The flat out bread. So I'm gonna put me some. You're welcome. So I'm gonna put me some ranch dressing with that though. That bad boy gonna be busting. Need some corn chips. All right, let's go outside on the porch. Sit out here in some fresh air. was supposed to cut it. It'll be alright. No, let me cut my thing up because I don't want it to be everywhere. So you cut it like a quesadilla. Let me show y'all real quick how you cut it. I know it's dark, but we're finna go outside. So you just cut it just like a quesadilla. Just like that. It's a nice day today. It would have been the perfect day to be out here in my yard. Ooh. I be trying to be careful going down those steps. Oh, yes, it's nice out here. It's nice, it's nice, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice out here. Nice and pretty. Hold on, y'all. Let me get me a chair. Another beautiful day to be grilling. What y'all had for lunch today? Amen. Look at this here. Oh, you want some? Looks good, zone out. A boneless turkey breast, but not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. What you thought about doing? You haven't eaten anything yet? Me neither. This is my first meal. It tastes just like pizza. It's good. I'm telling you, good and quick. Any day you need something quick. You got to keep you some pepperoni, some pizza sauce, or spaghetti sauce. And just keep you some like toppings to make, you know, some pizza or something. Keep you some bacon bits on hand. And I'm telling you, the tortilla bread, if y'all like regular tortilla bread, or even if you use the one I got, you can keep that bread in the freezer and it won't go bad. The cheese, the pepperonis, all that can go in the freezer. That way when you want to a quick little piece of quesadilla, just pour the stuff out. Which I recommend you to keep the pepperoni in the freezer anyway, because it go bad too fast. Oh yeah. Now you can do the breakfast one. Do your breakfast one with some eggs and sausage and bacon, and that's good too. And it's filling. Don't try to make too long, because the thicker you make it, the fuller. I'm telling you, it look like it ain't nothing, but honey, have you some little chips or little French fries on the side or something. But don't make too long, because I'm telling you, you ain't gonna eat it. I tried to make two on one time. Couldn't eat it. Y'all, I'm so sad that this little grass over here trying to grow back in. Over here. On the other side. I need to go buy some weed killer. Because I do not want it to come back in. You think you got some spinach? Oh yeah. And cut you some onion up in them. If you like onion. Like how you like your pizzas. Make it just like that. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna thank me later. He ain't been back. Because he told me that I wasn't gonna need him for that side. No more. But them little weeds trying to come back in. But he come back. You love onions, girl. Me too. Hey, Ebony. I'm doing good. And yourself? But, thank you. It is good, girl. And quit. Y'all ring the doorbell. Hit the thumbs up like button. That's good. But yeah, he had told me I wasn't gonna need him no more over there because the weeds, it should be, long as I keep it sprayed, it'll stay down. Yeah, you gotta catch the replay. Did you get some spray for your yard so the vines won't grow out of control? I sprayed it one time after he did it, the same day he did it. But I think I need to go and spray it again. Get me some more. Something stronger than what's the called? What is it? What's the name of it? I use one. Got it from Bose. I need something stronger, but the one he was telling me about I need to start with T. I gotta call him and ask him what's the name of it again. But I need him though. They'll come and cut this grass on this side and back in the front again. I need him. I need him to come do that. I need to be calling him. We're supposed to be getting some rain coming up though. So I need to probably call him today. Well, shit. He had took a big old chunk out my budget. Ooh. For him to do what he did over there, I had to pay the man $200 just for that side. So, I'm trying to redeem myself. Then I was trying to think about if I wanted to buy me a lawnmower, because that's what I was thinking of. I was like, buy me a lawnmower. But when I went and priced the lawnmower, The boxes, they so big, I don't think it's gonna fit in my car. Hey, Miss Juanita, Miss Jackie. They trying to get better every day. And so, but, can y'all hear me? Okay. Hey, Blue. Hey, welcome to the channel. What? Oh, looks beautiful. So yeah. Um. So I was trying to see if I wanted to just buy me a lawnmower instead of having to keep paying him, because like I was telling y'all the last time, paying him 2 times, like a few times, about 3-4 times, that'll be me a lawnmower. Start messaging me. That'll be a lawnmower. And he gave me the chance to message back. But her Janella. And I feel like being a homeowner, I do need me a lawnmower. I can't get the stuff down, myself. Because he was like, he was like, for him to come in and get everything back together. Hey, Miss Merida. For him to come and get everything back together, that's why it costs so much for him to, get it back together. Which I understand that. But I think that if me and my husband put in some work first and get it down, and cut the grass and stuff like that, I can just pay him to do the major stuff. Do the big stuff. And it won't cost as much because he's trying to do the big stuff and the yard, like the small stuff too. So we can do the small stuff and pay him to do the big stuff. But I gotta get me a lawnmower. So that's the thing. I need to go buy me a lawnmower. My husband, he just gotta get with the program. Cause this yard is too big. And grass grow too fast to have to keep kicking out that much money like that. Like, that's ridiculous when you could do it yourself. Like, you gotta just stop being lazy and just do it yourself. So you can save some money. Cause these yard men is not cheap. They're not cheap. And just to keep my yard up, front and back, it'll be like $300 every time he come. And what, grass grow back like every 2 weeks? Every 3 weeks, every 2, 3 weeks, $300. I can't do that. Mm-mm. That was a lot of work that that was a lot of work for him to do on that side. So I can't, that's too much money. That's why I say I might as well just go ahead on and buy my own damn lawnmower. Yeah. It's the dandelions, the tall weeds that's standing up. Look like flowers. It was so I got a yard full of them. He told me to get some, what is it called? Weed and feed. He told me to get some weed and feed and throw out there in the yard, and and they purple too. So I can start my birthday. When your birthday, Tasha? Yes, Spencer. Ain't nobody got no money like that. Yeah, so that's what I gotta go and get me some weed and feed. And he told me to put some of that down. So I'm gonna go get some weed and feed, because he was like, what it'll do is it'll choke out the weeds and grow the grass in nice and full like it's supposed to be. But I need weed and feed. I need weed killer, lawnmower, tiller. I need a lot for this yard. It's a lot. It's a lot that need to be did. You'll be 52 on the 30th. Well, happy early birthday to you. Just in case I don't get a chance to tell you, Miss Tasha. Help around the house is hard because you don't know who to trust. My beautiful husband has gone to heaven. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Juanita. But yeah, you do need. It is hard. It's hard to find good help and reasonable. I know my yard is big. You're welcome. I know my yard is big, but dang, that's a hell of a lot of money though. Like, do I look like I got it like that? Shoot, that's a lot of money. So I just need to buy me a lawnmower. Good to buy a lawnmower in the winter months, price half off. I was looking, but they was still regular price. Rona. Hey Danielle. Okay, so for those of you that's just coming in that looking at the title, y'all gonna have to go back to the beginning and see. I ain't even gonna do it over. I'm gonna let y'all go back to the beginning and see what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go back to the beginning. I was finna tell y'all, but hey, Miss Gigi, how you doing? Hey, Miss Laverna, Laverne. I always call you Miss Laverna. But yeah, it's best to get a lawnmower. I got to. I'm gonna be saving a hell of a lot more money by buying buy a goat. That'll work too. Yeah. Yeah, I was finna tell y'all, but hey, Alize, lawnmower and weed killer, yeah. All right, Miss Debbie, you have a good day. So, Oh, I know you was wore out. Mm-mm. Did you party too? Was it adult parties, children parties? I know that's right, Miss Murder. That stuff is expensive. Why is landscaping stuff so expensive? Flowers and stuff. Yeah, my birthday coming up. I want to do something for my birthday. Don't know what. Don't know if I am. My husband, he tired. Want to take a little trip. June 15th. He want to take a trip. The 15th of June. He want a trip. All that gonna cost money, and we got yard work on top of bills. Your kids' party. Your youngest birthday was Tuesday, and my older daughter's birthday was yesterday. Well, happy belated birthday to your kids, Miss Gigi. May 3rd. I'm like, where the heck the time has gone, girl? It's flying. Yes, ma'am. Gemini. You want to go? Yeah, my husband want him a trip. So crazy expensive. I don't like getting out there in the yard, just having to just dig out the weeds and all that stuff there. That's what I don't like about it. That's why I want number rocks. Gotta start looking for my birthday gift. Oh, $130 for 100 and what it is, 17,000 square feet. Mine is the 4th of June. I knew I liked you. Well, hey, twin. Right, Susan, my baby boy will be the 28th of August. 28th. We turned 28 on August 1st, and my first one turned 30 in January. Y'all gonna, oh, you got to let me know. You got to let me know, Miss Meredith. You got to let me know. This summer, what month? My son is May 29th. He turns 21. Okay. What y'all gonna do for him? Hey Tracy. Thank y'all for ringing that doorbell. It'd be like the middle of July. Oh, okay. Talking about for a lawnmower, Rona? Illinois is a new place. That sounds good. Is that far from you? Take them to Stillwater to party. Stillwater. Stillwater. Why that sound familiar? Oh, Stillwater in Oklahoma. I was like, why do that sound familiar? Okay. You in Illinois? Oh, Miss Susie, I didn't know you was in Illinois. I don't know nothing about Illinois though. Nothing. You can't even tell you where it's at. Which direction to go. And had a great time. Okay. You getting a place, a building over in Stillwater, or like what? Wait, Illinois, Chicago, right? Chicago, Illinois, right? That's Chicago, ain't it? I just thought about that. Oh, girl, you better go on, girl. Is Chicago rough? It's called the Strip College Town with lots of bars. Oh, Lord Jesus. Miss Meredith, girl, more power to you, child. Check out Angie's list. I need one ASAP. I hate to keep spending this money for this yard. You know, at least I know it's getting done right with the man, but I'm just saying. I might call him to do it. I might call him to do it, just go and do it till I get me one. Cause it gotta get done. Either way. It's got to. I can't just keep on letting this just, girl, every time I look over there, look like some more grass leaves done popped up over there. Every time I look over there, we bar hopping, Lord Jesus. Do you like the party too, Miss Meredith? Miss Meredith, is you over there trying to get loose on the slide? Y'all, Miss Meredith over there trying to get loose as a goose. Don't get her started. Not where I'm from, but certain areas like the South, I don't mess with. Oh, okay. That's why you was talking about y'all get the snow and all of that right there. I heard y'all get snow. Okay. Now I know. Yeah. Miss Meredith like the party. Y'all. Bills, and more bills. Lord Jesus. This is about time to pay bills again, y'all. They done already started sending out statements. I enjoyed not getting no mail. The mailman just riding by. Babe, he gonna tell me what was about 2 weeks ago. Babe, the mailman just keep riding past our house. I'm like, shit, that's good. Tell me some why. I was like, cause you don't get number bills in the mail. Hell. Anytime they stopping the give you some honey, send me some bills. They getting better slowly but surely, Miss Juanita. Slowly but surely. I ain't took no pain pills this morning, so I'm doing good. And I haven't soaked this morning either, so I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I got that little soreness up in there, but I'm all right. I think it's just gonna take some time. I don't think I really hurt myself. I don't think I did. I just think the muscles is just tight. That's what I think. That's what I'm hoping. That those muscles is just tight from when I went down. And like um somebody said probably overstretched my muscle. But thank you for checking up on me though. You be keeping me right, cause I don't heard so much stuff that could have happened. I ain't trying. I haven't let that consume me. Everything everybody was saying, but still, I exercise. Yeah, I do them. I've been doing that every day. Before she sent me the exercises yesterday, I actually was doing those same exercises except for like two of them, and I guess I felt I knew what to do, the exercises to do, because I can feel where the pain was at. So I was trying to do those particular exercises to work that pain out. I told you they were just strained. You good? Thank you, Miss Juanita. But yeah, well, be it on your job. Yeah, yeah. I would do squats more often. You will be okay. Oh, okay. When I get right, do start doing squats. Um, that seems like that's too much of a headache. I don't like all that stuff like that. I mean, I know it might be beneficial in the health. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Ronald. But I just don't like all that stuff. For one, I'm not a procrastinator, and I was very proud of you stepping up for yourself with the team move. People was very proud of you because I know what you've been through in the past. Thank you, Miss Rowland. Yeah, I had to. I had to. I have a squat machine I use. Keep me strong. Oh, okay. I think your yard man is really good. It seems nice. Yes, he is. He is. He really is. That will stretch those muscles. Oh, okay. Too much money. Yeah. Um, but yeah, my yard man is good. I like him. It's just that I got to make enough to pay him. If I could just pay him outright, to just go ahead on and do everything I need him to do, that'll be good. It's just the financial part of it. That's it. That's it. But I'm one of these type of people though, Rona. I'm not a procrastinator, and yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. You were saying to stand up. Yeah, I know what you meant by when you said stand up for myself. Yeah, but I did have to. I did have to stand up for myself on that. You know. But but I'm not a procrastinator. And with the bid and stuff. That's just too much because I'm not one of those all over the place type of people. Like I like to know what I got going on. I like to know how much something is. I have to know how much it is so that I can budget for it, and I can save for it, or I can prepare myself. Like I'm just one of those ones. Like everything I do have to be calculated. Everything I have to do have to be calculated because whenever stuff is just all over the place and I don't know what's next, it just it throws me off. It throws me off. So I like order. That's me. I like order. So going on, Angie's List thing, that's just too much for me to try to keep up with see where the bid is at, and like it's just I can't. That's just too much. That's why I can't juggle too much social media like that. Like if I'm just one of the ones like I can do YouTube, but I go sign up for Instagram. Do you keep a notebook for your bills? So you know, yes, I do. I don't know if you were asking to see if that's what I did, but I do. I have to keep a notebook. I have to jot everything down, like know what's here and there and paid and check that off. And I'm like a whole accountant to myself. I am. I have to. I have to because that gives me. It does. It helps because that gives me an ease of mind because I have so much I have on my plate to where yes, I keep up with everything. I have so much on my plate to where if I don't have structure and order, I'm not gonna be right. I'm not gonna be right. I'm gonna be stressed out, right here depressed. Um, my mind just ain't right all over the place. Like just my emotions ain't gonna be right. My emotions just ain't gonna be right. I keep my receipts in it so I can go back and check if I need it. Now I'm bad by my receipts now. I've been trying to keep a system and save my receipts, which just what I need to do, but I'm bad by receipts. Long as it's paid and I got my little confirmation number if I'm paying a bill and a lot of times I keep that bill and you know all that right there, but other than that, that's a good idea, Miss Juanita. Hey, Lean. That's a good idea. But yeah, like, can't wait for the five. Tasha, girl, you better enjoy yourself, girl. I also keep a notebook. I'll go back and see if my bills are coming down. That's what I do. I do that definitely with my light bill. Definitely with my light bill. I love to see that I done eliminated something. Maybe I need to start keeping a notebook because sometimes I try to pay bills that's already been paid. And I do that sometimes too, Miss Gigi. That's why I have to keep a notebook. That's why. Contractors are insured and bonded. But yeah, that's why I have to keep a notebook because I'll know what I be done paid. Like a lot of times, it only happens with like my credit card, and I'll try to go and pay my credit card bill, and I be done already paid it. Then I'm like, dang, when I paid that? But most of the time, I pay all my bills together. Like I never pay my bills on the dates that it says due. I always pay all my bills at one time because it helps me to feel relieve that part of stress off of me. If I go ahead and pay all my bills at one time, I don't care if one is due on the 24th and the day is the 1st. I'm just going to go ahead and pay all my bills at the same time. That way, I ain't got to worry about, oh, I got to pay this bill. I got to pay that bill or remember to pay that bill so I won't be late. I can't do that. I can't. And that's why it's hard for me to spend too a lot. Like whenever I go on a shopping spree, it be time for me to go on a shopping spree. When I just be on, y'all know, it seems like when I get started shopping, I can't quit shopping. And that's because I don't shop all the time for myself because I'm so worried about the next month's bills to where I can't even, just enjoy my money like I want to. Exactly. I can't enjoy my money like I want to. Cause I gotta make sure I got my bill money together. I gotta make sure that this bill gonna be covered. Like that's one thing I don't that's my biggest fear is falling. That's my biggest fear. And if I can help it, I'm not fixing to. Put a plain envelope on each monthly page and put your receipts in there. That really helps me. I put my grocery receipts in that. Just, but see, this my thing though, Miss Merida. That's I have to. What I have to do is I have to keep one in my purse. That way, I could put the receipts in that bag that's in my purse. But I used to have to do that back then. That's what I used to do. But if I have to go back to my binder where I organize my bills and stuff and pay my bills and all of that, I'm not going to go back to it because once I pay all my bills, I know I'm done. So I'm not going back to that binder no more. That be the best thing for me when I'm gonna keep I have to keep something in my purse to put all the receipts in. Then when I get ready to go to my binder, I'll have my envelopes to put my uh, receipts in and stuff like that from the bag that was in my purse. Because if I have to just keep going back and forth to that binder, oh, it ain't gonna happen. I want to visit that binder as least as possible because that binder ain't nothing but headache and stress, honey. Bills. That's all it is. Bills. That binder say bills. Honey, I get nervous every time I walk past that binder. Bills. Bills. That's all that binder say. Bills. I'm proud of I'm proud of myself. I paid 4 credit cards off, learning to control my spending. I'm working on paying Amazon off. It's hard to do so much to pushing buttons, girl. I'm still trying to pay mine off, and I only got 2. I'm still trying to pay mine off, but girl, it ain't easy. But when I get them paid off, I will. I get them paid. I can get them paid off if I can get this car note paid off, which I'm getting though. I'm getting them. I'm almost there. I can't wait till the day. Oh, I can't wait till the day I'm done with this car, y'all. I got a few more thousand left, and I'll be done. Oh, y'all, just imagine that stress, that weight just lifted up off me, and then I could just double my payments for my credit cards. Man, I can't wait. Cause I be, baby, when I tell you, I be, ooh, y'all, I'm done with cars. I am done. If it's the Lord's will, I love the envelope system. It works really well. That I have that way I have spending money. See, that's what I do, Blue Sky. I do the envelope system. It works. Like it may not work for everybody, but for me, I have to do the envelope system. I have to. Because like I said, I like that organization. I like that organization. I like knowing what's going well. I do. And it's really easy. It's really easy once you get it started. And then at the end of the month, you just take everything and you just do a deposit for all your bills and like it's just so stress free. Having them debit cards, baby, it's easy to swipe, put a number in on the internet, keep on going, overdrafting them. Baby, I ain't about that life. I'm not about that life right there. Tell me about the envelope system. Okay. So when you do the envelope system, what you do is you sit down and you write down every bill that you have, right, on a piece of paper. And on that paper, you want to write bills. By each one of those bills, you want to write how much it is each month for those bills. Whatever bills that doesn't have a set amount every month, you want to take the average of what you have been normally paying for that bill, which includes the light bill. Like, your light bill normally run between like what, whatever it is. So you're going to write down, I honestly kind of like write down the most that I paid. That way, if it be high, I'm already saving for that. So you're going to write down every bill with the amount that it is right next to it. Is y'all visual? Are y'all visual? Like, would you want to see this visually, or y'all following me? Just telling you, because I know me. I'm a visual person. You can talk all day long, and unless you show me what you're talking about, I'm gonna be lost a little bit. So, do you need me to show you? I ain't gonna show you mine, but I'm gonna show you. Are you good? But anywho, I'm gonna keep going till y'all tell me. So, after you do that, what you want to do is divide it into two, because divide it into two. What yes means? You good? Yes. I'm visual too, but I get what you're saying. Okay. All right. So, what you want to do is you want to divide it into two. And the reason why you divide it into two, because say like you get paid 2 times a week, or you get paid once a month. However, like me, I get paid once a month. But you divide it into two if you get paid 2 times a week. Okay. So now you divide those bills. So whatever, say like if it's $500 for your car note, you're gonna put week one. You're gonna put week one $250. Then you're gonna put week two $250. That's what you're gonna write right next to what I said, car note. You're gonna write week one $250, week two $250. Then in the end, you're gonna put total, right? So I have to show y'all, because I feel like I'm gonna get y'all lost in just a second. But just follow me. So when week one come, you're gonna take two. No, okay. So I'm jumping too fast. So now you're gonna do that for every single bill that you have. Divide each one into two. All right. So, and you're gonna write on each week however much that is that you have to save for each one of those bills. Up on the week one, put whatever that is. On the week two, put whatever that is. All right. So, now you're gonna take you some envelopes. You're gonna have an envelope for every single one of those bills. And on the envelope, you're gonna write the name of that bill. Now, when you get your money, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have you some ones and stuff like that, unless you want to just round up to, whatever you round up to. So, show us, Tiana. I knew y'all was going to kind of get lost. That's why I want to show you. Let me show y'all, because it's going to be easier for me to explain it when I show you. Okay? So, hold on once. Should I go in the house? No, I want to sit out here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me go in. Okay. It don't matter if it's $10 to $15 a month. It don't even matter, because you still dividing every single thing, everything. Because if you don't pay it, you're gonna owe them, right? So it don't matter if it's $5 or $10, because it's easy to be $5 or $10 short. That's how I got it. Me too. But hold on, I want to show my family though. So hold on. Matter of fact, y'all come on. We need to come in, because I don't want to bring all this stuff out. So y'all hold on. But when y'all start doing this, y'all gonna notice the difference. Oh, Lordy. Y'all gonna notice a big difference in your saving. When you start doing it. You know, I can just open this over here. I'm telling y'all, I needed to be doing this today. Okay. So what I use is I buy me, instead of buying, I buy a notebook and I buy a column paper. A column pad. I buy one of these. A column pad. That way I can check off and all kind of stuff like that. So then you're going to need you a box of envelopes. Or you can use some regular yellow envelopes. So what I do is hold on, y'all. Hold it. Hold on. Okay. I'm coming. Hold on. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is what you're going to have to do is who? Okay. What? Okay, so what you're going to have to do is get your little pad, right? Like this. And I like this because it got the columns to it. I like it because it looked like this. It got columns. I could check off. I could write whatever it is at the top. Week 1, week 2 total. You know, the box. I could write the name of the bill right here. I could write the dates right here, buy it, and everything. So that's what I do. All right, so I'm going to show you what it looks like that I do. And this is the same way that they gonna show you if you did on the watch the video. They gonna be covering up stuff. Okay. All right. So I write down every bill that I have and the date that is due. Even having a bank account, you have bank maintenance and everything. You know, they charge you for having an account. So I write down every bill that I have and put the date by it. I put the money at the top and the year. That way I can keep track. Then at the bottom, I put the total. So then by each one, I put how much each bill is. All right. So then at the bottom, I add it all up and make the total. I, I know how much I have in the bank. So I'll go from there. Then I'll deposit what I need in the bank. This is at the end of the month right here. What I need in the bank. Okay, so I'm jumping too fast. Hold on. All right, so write the total by write the amount of every bill right next to it on the other side. Right? Okay. So then when you do that, when you do that, when you do that, that's what I do afterwards. By each one, I write whether it's automatic draft or if I have to pay it. See, if it's not automatic, I'm going to write the date by it that I paid it. I'm going to leave it blank. But if it's automatic, I'm going to fill out in automatic. And if it's not automatic, I'm going to leave it blank. And the reason why you leave it blank is because you're going to have to go back and fill in that date that you paid it when you paid it. Right? All right. I like my bills automatic. That's the same, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I have to have that order because I can't have that confusion. I put my money in that bank and I let them go ahead and do what they got to do. Now, okay. So now, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hold on, I'm gonna cover my stuff up. Okay. So now, see that envelope system? At the top, you got your total. Then you're gonna, like I said, you could put automatic and all of that. It's up to you however you do it. This is the actual thing. You write total. Over here's where the name of the bills is at and the date the day is due on this side. I divided each one of those total, however much the bills is, in half. I wrote that number down here. Week 1 is what I saved. Okay? So I'm going to write by each one. Exactly, Susie. So right by each one, I'm going to write what I saved for each bill. Your goal is to, whatever half that bill is, you want to put that on week 1. You don't want to be less than whatever half that bill is if you can help it. The reason why you don't want to be less than that, because that means that you're going to come extra out of pocket by the time you go to week 2. Week 2, you're going to save the other half of that bill. That means that by the end of that month, you done came up with the full total of whatever the amount of that bill is, which makes it easier for you to pay your bills instead of having to pay your bills all at once at the end of the month. Now, if you get paid once a month, it can still work. And the reason why it can still work for you is because you're gonna have to save some money to get started. You got to save some money to get started so you can get started with this right here. Because I know you get a check once a month. So you have to save some, at least save you some money. Don't even spend if you can help it. That way you can save some money to get started with this process. That way you won't be coming out your whole check at the end of the month to pay all your bills. So say you got to save. You just got to know what your goal is to be able to save. So now, like I said, week one, I'm gonna save half of whatever the total of that bill is, and the other half the total of whatever that bill is. But I'm doing that for every single bill that I have. Every single bill I have, everything. Everything. No, if you know that gas is a bill to you, put gas down now. Okay? Because you got to have the gas in your car to get to work. So everything that is you feel is a bill to you, have an envelope for that. All right. So now you done did that. Now you done did that. So now you done wrote everything down. You know how much half of everything is. You know what you need to save for week one. Okay, so week one, if your whatever your bill is say like if you paying $800 for your rent, and then half of that is $400, and then so then when week one come, you write down, you say you put $400 in your, don't not write down $400 on your paper if you did not put them $400 in your envelope. Whatever you put in your envelope, that's what you write on that paper. Because when week two come, you still got to put $400 more in there on top of what you didn't put in week one. Okay? That's only if you can do that. That's only if you can do that. See, that's to help you to pay it off. But some people have more bills than others, you know, and so they may not be able to, do that. So they got to break stuff down, like I do. They got to break it down easily like I do. So now this is what my envelopes look like. My home warranty. Everything got a name. Everything got a name. Everything. Everything. On the envelopes, you're going to write down every single thing. And in your envelopes, you put that money in the envelopes. That way, by the end of the month, you got all your money for the end of the month for your bills. And the only thing you do is take this, add it all up, make sure it add up with your paperwork, because make sure that you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know. Just double check yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with double checking, because at that time that you was doing it, you could have been $1 too short or something like that. So just add everything up before you go and deposit into your account to make sure that your numbers is adding up. Your cash is adding up with your numbers. And when you get your numbers or whatever, say like you don't, okay, so now listen though. So now you got your money here. Right? So you done got a deposit in your bank account before it's even time for you to pay your bills. Right? But you got money already here saved for your bills. So you this could be only like half of that payment or whatever. However, or the whole payment, however. Money deposit, whatever. This what you do. You got to deposit into your bank, right? So if you want to use the money that has been deposited into your bank account, what you're going to do is write down what you have in your bank account, the total. Subtract the total of the bills that you done calculated for the amount that you need for that month. Subtract that from what's in your bank account, and you may end up having to take nothing but $100 or $200 from all your bill money and put that into your bank account. And not everything that you have here is your savings. Everything here is your savings because you use the money that's in your account to pay those bills, and you just added the difference from here. So this is your savings. What's in the bank is your bill money. And let it be like that. So then, now what you're going to do is you're going to sit back down again. You're going to start for the next month, right? Do the same little thing, calculations, write everything all over again. Do it all the same. As you is getting your full total, check it off. That way, as long as you see a check by it, you know you did it. You know that you done put that in the envelope. And when you sit down to pay your bills, put a check by each one. That way you know that you done paid that bill. That check means you done paid that bill. I don't care if it's automatic draft or not. You know you put that money in the bank for that automatic draft. Just put a check. Because as long as you put that money in the bank and don't touch your debit card, you know that you done paid your bill. Only thing you waiting on is for them to automatic draft. That's it. And that's how I do. That's how I do. Now, let me tell you. So there's this other envelope system as well along with this. See, that's just for your bills. Okay? But there's this other envelope system along with that, which is called sinking funds. Sinking funds. Sinking funds is all the other extra stuff that you like to do, right? Exactly. And that's why I said that's why I can't keep my mind. That's why I said if I do the sinking funds, then I can gauge what I want to spend. But if I don't, see, that's why I can't have control of what I want to spend because I haven't started back my sinking funds, which that's what I'm finna start back doing. But because if I do the sinking funds, I can keep track of what I'm spending, what I am going to spend, I ain't going to spend. So sinking fund is you're going to take you the same envelopes, right? And whatever it is that you have to spend and that you need to do and want to do in vacations. Okay, so say sinking funds is one envelope for vacation, one envelope for groceries, one envelope for hygiene products, one envelope for your husband savings, one envelope for your savings, one envelope for children school activities, one envelope for date night, one envelope for whatever it is that's extra beside the bill that you want to do. Have an envelope for each one of those things. That way, once you have went through this little extra money that I told you about, which is your savings, once you done went through this and took half of it, because remember now, you only took probably about $200 from this, from what you already had in your bank and added to the bank. So this is your savings. So you don't took like only $200 from this, and this is like a whole month's worth of bill money, right? So what you're going to do is, now you're going to go through this again. You're going to take half for each one of your bills again. Whatever that you have left, you're going to sit down and dollar for dollar, each one of those sinking funds, dollar for dollar. If date night get $10, trips and kids funds and savings and everything else get $10. You're gonna try to even every single thing out. Whatever don't even out, don't have whatever don't even out. Like one envelope ain't gonna have $5 and another one gonna have $2. No, Everything gonna have the same amount of dollars. Now, the last envelope that you need is actual savings, just savings. Right? You are everything is already a savings, but still, you're gonna have an envelope just for savings. So what you're gonna do is every dollar, with every envelope after the bills envelope that you putting a dollar for dollar in, and say like you have like 10 envelopes for the extra stuff. But then you got $8 left. So that means that every envelope ain't gonna get an extra dollar. Cause you only got $8 left. So what you gonna do is take those $8 and put them in that savings envelope. And that's how you putting money into a savings as well for yourself. Everything ain't got to be in a bank. Because times is getting hard, y'all. And we don't even know what the government is going to end up doing. And if you depend on the bank to hold everything for you, then and they end up crashing or whatever, you're going to miss out. You're going to be losing. You're going to be losing. So it's best that you have your money in your own possession. That way you know what's what. However and wherever that you got to put it to be safe and protected in your house while it's in your house. I know a house can catch on fire and it can get burnt up. But a bank can crash and you can be without money. And I don't know how that's going to work, but you may not end up with your money. So the best thing for you to do is exactly not you and you not necessarily need a safe, but you need you a good hiding spot. A good hiding spot. Play hide and seek. You got to have your good hiding spot. Find you a good hiding spot and let it be there. You know, don't tell nobody where it's at, but the one that you trust. And hold your own money. If you feel a certain type of way, then put it in the account. You know, but we got to get to the point where we is keeping track of our own stuff because we can't depend on the bank to hold everything for us. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't care none about you like in your life and your savings like you do. You know? So have this system, keep track of everything, write them numbers down, and it helps keep you a system in order. That way you know what's coming in, what's going out, what you got saved, and it saves you your mental because having to worry about one bill, from the next every month, that's stressful. Exactly, Alize. So that's stressful. That's stressful. Have to worry about every bill every month, wondering if this gonna get paid or that's gonna get paid. If you organize you a system like this, that's gonna relieve that much stress off you because your envelope, your envelope, your envelope, your envelope. What I finna say? Your envelope system is gonna help you with to know, hey, I don't save this much money for date night. Instead of your husband having to come out his pocket for date night. See, let me tell you something. One thing about me, I don't care what nobody say. Husband or whatever. I'm not here to break my husband. I know people look at relationships differently, but in order to have a healthy relationship, you gotta stop thinking about yourself. It's not all about you. Exactly. You're right, Susie. Um, you got to stop thinking about yourself. That's where people go wrong in relationships because they can't seem to understand that it's not a me thing, it's not an I thing, it's a we thing. And when you don't want it to be a we thing, that's why you can't find nobody for you because you all for yourself. You all for yourself. So in order to want somebody and have a healthy relationship, you got to look at that as this is a we thing and we in this together. I'm not in this to break him and he got to be I'm not in this to break her. We here to grow and build together. And so I when I do stuff like this, I have a savings for myself and for my husband. See, a lot of people they be like, oh, I have me a own account that that he won't know nothing about. Like, why you want to be in relationships keeping secrets? If you feel like that you got to hold secrets like that, ain't no need for y'all to even be together at all. Seriously, like it's why don't nobody want to go into no marriage feeling like you got to keep secrets. Like that takes away from the beauty of even having those vows amongst one another. You know? So I have envelopes set up for dates and stuff. Well, I ain't got them set up now, but that's what I do when I do my sinking funds. But if I don't do that, I have to dig out his pocket. He digging out my pocket. We digging out each other pocket for just dates. You know what I'm saying? Digging out it ain't gonna be no motherfucking bill money, but other money. You know what I'm saying? That in my mind, all money be bill money if I ain't got no system going. You know what I'm saying? So if I have envelopes set up, exactly. If I have envelopes set up just for dates, then I see, hey, we got $60 saved in this envelope for dates. Do you want to use half of this for us to go on a little cheap date, or do you want to use all of this and we go on a nice date? Like what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? We decide off of that money what how we gonna use it. Do I want to use that money all at one time, or am I gonna use it try to save it and break it up and do something? You know what I'm saying? That makes you put some thought into how y'all gonna spend your time together. You know, especially if you don't want to use up all that money because you got to think about you got your savings envelope, he got his savings envelope, and you may want to take your savings envelope and go and buy you some clothes and shoes and purse and makeup and stuff like that. Stuff on you, and it makes him feel good that you know, end of the month or however, whenever he comes to you and needs something because he done ran out or whatever, you got a savings for him. So if he need him a little few extra dollars, you got some money to hand over to him. Hey, baby, I saved you this money right here in your savings. Here you go, right here. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about saving and having one another's back, but you got to have that trust in order to be able to do that. And that's why I say, I don't care what nobody say. People love to, in our community. People love to try to say you don't trust no man, no father, then you could see him and all kind of mess like that. I can't help that you done been hurt like that. We all done been hurt in some kind of way, but you can't leave. You can't take that hurt and put it on every relationship and think that all of them gonna be just alike. You got to trust somebody somewhere. You got to. You got to give them. You got to give your all. You got to. You got to give your all, even when you don't want to. But you got to give your all. It does not mean that there's gonna come a day that you ain't gonna get hurt. You just got to be able to distinguish between whether you want to stay there or leave. It's up to you. You got to take your pick from there, because just it happens. It happens. But while I'm in it, I'm gonna give my husband my trust. You got to be the best to each other. Exactly. When I'm in it, I'm gonna give my husband my all. I am. I'm not gonna be like the other people that done had bad relationships and seem like that they just can't get a man and be like, oh, I don't trust my man no farther than him. Since I can see him, and I don't trust. I don't want him. I'm gonna have me another bank account, so just in case anything happen, I have my own money and all kind of stuff like that. Like, you putting that bad energy into your relationship just with that. You putting a bad energy there. You setting your own self up for your failures when you shouldn't even be thinking like that. You should be thinking about how y'all gonna be trying to build and grow together. That's what you should be thinking about. Like, whatever. Anything other than the bad stuff. Think about the good stuff. But see, people be so quick to think about all the bad stuff. Ooh, I wonder if he cheat on me. I think he cheating on me, and like, if the signs ain't there, let it fly. Let it fly. Cause one thing about a woman's intuition, God gonna always let you know, especially when you're in a marriage. He always gonna let you know. God gonna tell you. I don't know what it is about a marriage, but God gonna always tell you. Trust and believe that. He gonna let you know when some shit ain't right. Each other's back. Exactly, Miss Jackie. And don't use each other for a paycheck. Be your babe's best friend forever. Exactly. Yep. That's right. You got to. A lot of people like, what's my problem? What's my problem? What's my problem? I don't know why I can't get a man, or they want to be in their feelings because you want to start talking about your man. Hey, you can't get mad with me because I love my husband and I can speak positive about my relationship and my marriage. Don't be mad with me. Be happy for me that I can speak positive like that, because it ain't too many people that can speak positive like that in happy relationships. You know what I'm saying? I know me and my husband, we fuss now. We fuss. We just a fussing couple. And I need to stop putting that title on ourselves. But that's just what we is. We just a fussing couple. We just fuss all the time. That's our love language. You know what I'm saying? That's our love language. We just fuss. We fuss one another. I think, honey, we about can't go without fussing, honestly, half the damn time. That's just us. We just like, it's almost like we just like brother and sister. We just like brother and sister. We know how far to go with one another. We do. My husband, he's blunt. He ain't finna sugarcoat and hide shit from my just to save my feelings and shit like that. He gonna speak his mind. So, but at the end of the day, I love my husband. My husband love me. I know he love me. And I just, y'all funny. And I know he love me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he do shit to get on my nerves. And we fuss. But I still love him. I still love him, and I trust him until he show me anything different. Now, if I start seeing some suspicious shit, I'm gonna start doing my investigation, and his ass got some questions, some answers, some questions to answer. Now, I can only believe what he tell me, but at the end of the day, one thing about God is what you do in the dark, trust and believe. He gonna bring it to the light. I don't give a damn who you is. Don't sit there and harass him and cry and beg and plead and do all this crazy shit to try to make him tell you the truth. Cause if he want to tell you the truth, he gonna tell you the truth. If he don't, he don't. But at the end of the day, when he don't, God gonna reveal to you what you need to know. And that's a fact. I know you do, Miss Juanita. I know you do. But yeah, yeah, y'all gotta stop being I person. I. It's all about me, 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 me. It ain't about just you. It ain't your money, my house, my car. Let me tell you something. Before me and my husband got together, my car was his car. I only had one car. But his credit wasn't as good as mine, so and I didn't want to be sitting around waiting on him or keep on taking him and dropping him off to work and all kind of stuff like that. So I went and got another car. The one I had was already paid for, but I went and got another car. I was working at that time, but one thing about my husband been paying them bills. My husband been paying all them bills. I ain't got to pay no bills, y'all. My husband is a real man. I ain't bragging about it. I'm telling the truth. I'm never a bragger. I'm just telling you what's real. I'm just telling you what's real. My husband, me and him may be young in this thing, but one thing about us is we there for one another. My husband, he take good care of me. I don't have to work, even though I know I may go in somebody else's eyes. I may need to go out and get and work on a job. You know what I'm saying? But as long as I'm doing what I know I need to do, one thing he tell me is, you know when you need to go to work. You know when you need to go get a job. So that way, so with me knowing that, I do what I need to do to keep from putting so much stress on him. I'm not finna pile him up and spend all our money and trip every time you turn around and all this and that just cause I wanna go or just cause I want this or want that. I'm not finna go and do all of that knowing that if I break him, I'm breaking me. I use him, I'm using me. I steal from him, I'm stealing me from me. That's when you look at it as a we thing. Whatever you do to him, you're doing to yourself. So I'm not gonna do that. I get on here and I do my YouTube to make my ends meet, to help make a difference. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God that he blessed me with doing this. Cause God know I ain't trying to go out there and work nobody's job. I ain't trying to be on nobody's schedule. I don't want to have to get up and go to work. I don't want to have to miss out on vacations and trips, and I don't want to have to miss out on my husband's birthday and mine neither if I want to do anything or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss out on family get-togethers and cookouts and all this there and that there. I don't want to miss out on all that. But I would miss out on all that if I was out working somebody's job. But see, God done set me up where I ain't got to go and do all of that. I could work right here from home. My own schedule, my own time. And enjoy what I'm doing. Ooh, bless me, Jesus. You got to work hard at it, but what job you don't have to work hard at? You know? Exactly. And I do. I do my best at taking care of him. That's why I try to teach his ass. You got to, it's more to you working your job. You got to take care, you got to learn to take care of me too. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I try to tell my husband, get in the kitchen more because you need to learn how to cook. To my standard anyway. I know he don't mind eating. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was to eat other people's food, my husband, he complain. He complain. He be like, babe, they food just ain't like your food. I don't see how you just eat their food and it ain't like your food. But see, that's what I want him to understand. Like you got to learn to cook for me how I like to be fed. I feed you how you like to be fed. I got to be fed the way I like to be fed too. So that's why I fuss at him a lot about that. But as far anything goes, everything else goes. My husband, he do the best he know how. We like I said, both of us young, married young, going on 7 years, and I'm happy with my husband, and I know he happy with me, and I thank God for him. I thank God. I do. I thank God for him because I don't think I could have been. I mean, I don't think I would have been sent nobody better. You know, um, I can't see it. I can't see it. Everybody got their issues and their flaws, but is it enough for you to wanna? Is it enough for you to deal with them, to keep them, let them stay around, hang on to them? If it ain't worth you hanging on to them, you gotta learn to let them go. Learn to let them go because you don't realize that when you dealing with nothing but bullshit and taking nothing but bullshit off a person, your blessing be when you let them go. Your blessing be when you let them go. And when you let God heal you, and you know you start dating and find you somebody else that's for you, and take your lessons and remember them and not use them against the next person. That's how you learn from your mistakes. You ain't gonna learn from your mistakes by constantly staying there because you got a man or you got a woman. You ain't gonna. I'm gonna just speak to the women because there's more dumb women out here than it is dumb men. I ain't even gonna say that because it's easy to find a dumb ass woman than it is to find a dumb man. And I ain't even talking about now one of y'all because I done been a dumb woman before myself. But you live, you learn from your mistakes. You live, you learn from your mistakes. You experience what you experience because God is trying to teach you a lesson. You're supposed to learn from. You get older and wiser, not older and dumber. Every issue that you done been through is it's a lesson. Are you gonna learn? Take this. Are you gonna take this heartbreak and learn from it and move differently in the next relationship? Or are you going to take this heartbreak, hang on to it, and constantly be with him because he there? You got somebody there, honey. He halfway in and halfway out. He cheaping and sleeping around, and he talking to you any kind of way. Don't love you. You think he love you, honey? He don't care nothing about you. He just there. You crying every night for what? You can do bad by yourself, especially when you're already doing it by yourself. You can do bad by yourself. Ain't no need of hanging on to no sorry ass motherfucker that don't give a damn. Somebody that don't love you, somebody that ain't doing nothing but bring you heartbreak and headache. Ain't no need to hanging on to it for what? You ain't doing nothing but killing your own self, destroying your own mind. You destroying your own mind. But you show that man how strong you is when you learn to let go. Let go and don't turn back. See, that one thing about teaching a man that don't mean you no good when you let go, then he want to pretend like, oh, I miss you, I want you back. He already showed you his capabilities of what he can be to you. So a lot of times that don't be nothing but a test to try to find another way to get back in. But you can't let him back in. You got to just let him go on because guess what? One thing about it, when he do get himself together, he ain't getting himself together for you. He's getting himself together for himself and the next person. That way he know how to act when he get with the next person. Don't be jealous of the next person that he be done got with. You done had who he was supposed to be to you. He was a lesson. We got to go through some shit to learn some shit. You got to. I know. Some people just go through it a little bit more than others because some people just don't get the picture. Some people just don't get the picture. Some people have to go through stuff more than the other in order for them to finally wake up and realize, like, damn, I was a fucking fool. When you realize that you was a fucking fool, then it's time for you. Then you will get with that next man, and you won't be using your past relationships against him. You will remember, and when stuff start looking familiar, you're gonna sit back and start calculating and adding, dividing some shit on his ass. That way, when you bring it to his ass, he gonna come correct, or don't come at motherfucking all. And that's how it's going to be because you done got older and you done got wiser. See, that's why I talk to my friend. I tell my friend, it don't matter that, you single. Live your best fucking life. Live your best fucking life, even being single. You don't need a man to make you happy. You don't. And like she say, the only man that really make you happy, supposed to make you happy, is the Lord up above. The rest of them is companion. That's the real true love that you're going to get is from God. That's the real love. But while you out here single
and you live your best life. Live your best life. Don't feel like that you need a man to enjoy yourself. Cause a lot of times the things that you want to do, they don't even want to do with you any goddamn way. That's why we be like, uh, I used to say all the time, I don't need no friend. I don't need no friend. I do need a friend. I learned that. I do need a friend. Because the things that you can't, your man ain't gonna want to do everything that a friend would do with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you need a friend. My knees feeling better and better every day, Miss Wanda. Thank you for asking. But that's why you need a friend. You know, that's why you need a friend. You can go and shop with your friend and you be in the store all day long and you trying to drag your man behind you knowing he don't want to be in no damn store all damn day long and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got you a friend, y'all can go and shop together. Y'all can take y'all little girl trips and stuff, you know? It's good to get away sometimes and, have your own little outside life outside of your husband. It's good to have that. It's good to have that. As a good woman, and go and have, and enjoy your friend and y'all take little short little trips and stuff like that. That way give your spouse time to miss you. You know? Now I'm like this. I don't think that the men should go and do that now. I'm just saying. I don't think that the men should go and do that because as women will go and stay in rooms together and sleep together in the same bed sometimes. And then when you a good woman, you gonna go and do what you do right. But see, men on the other hand, I could trust my man, but my man could, probably be with a hoish ass man. And I don't know he hoish, but he know his friend hoish. And then his hoish ass be trying to influence my husband. And you know what I'm saying? Like men ain't gonna lay in the same bed together. And sometimes they don't know how to act. But I feel like at the same time, not only that, but I'm a woman. And so my man, he shouldn't want to leave me at home while he's away out of town. But me as a woman, and that's just for safety purposes. You know what I'm saying? For safety purposes. But me as a woman, yes, I can help defend my man by being home, but at the same time, I'm a woman. I know me ain't gonna do nothing. But my husband, he could defend himself. And it ain't too much I can do to help him if anything was to happen. You know what I'm saying? But I can. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna do my best. But just for safety purposes, I feel the man shouldn't leave the woman at home while he's away on trips and out of town and all kind of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With his homeboys, like your woman need to be with you, not just to see what you're doing, but I'm just saying, you know, we take trips together. That's how I see it. I don't know if anybody else see it any different, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying though. I don't mind if my hubby go fishing with the guys or have a beer with each other, but no hotels. Exactly. Exactly, Miss Mary. Exactly. I'm just saying. Ain't no wrong with your little day trips and stuff, during the day, on through the night. But staying the night, coming home past yo acceptable hours because that's one thing we ain't got neither. We ain't got no curfew times either. I'm not finna give a grown ass man, I'm not finna give him no curfew. Your curfew time is what you feel is respect to me. You ain't gonna come in past a time that's disrespectful to me, to us. You ain't gonna come in past that time. Now I see if you was out on your way back from somewhere, and maybe you ended up having to, you went past that time. Anything past goddamn 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, baby. Oh. it ain't a curfew, but it's unacceptable at the same time because what the fuck is you doing past those hours? The club is closed. So where was you? Where was you at? You couldn't call me and say that, you, honey, explain something. Something. And it better be damn good. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, use the man on the woman, so you should be more concerned about my safety than you is about your good time. You know? But yeah. A lot of people they got it twisted. A lot of people they got it twisted. They don't make their relationship we. Me and my husband, like I said, we was a we when we decided that we was gonna make our relationship serious. Because when my husband came to me, see, this is another thing too. See, y'all don't. A lot of people they. Let me tell y'all something. A man is only gonna do what you allow. Only what you allow. So it don't take no 10, 20, 15 years for a man to know if he want to goddamn propose to you or even marry your ass. It don't take that long. It don't. You only giving him time to do what the fuck he want to do. That's all that time is for. Honestly. That's what that time is for. For him to do what he want to do. Play long as he want to play. Pretend long as you let him pretend. It don't take that long. Honestly, if you ask me, it don't even take 3 damn years. Shit, I wanted to say 2. It don't take all that. It don't. Because first of all, when God seen you your soulmate, y'all already gonna know. It's all about the connection that you gonna feel. It just hits different. It's all about how that man be there. For he's gonna be doing stuff that any other little fling gonna be doing. It's just everything just gonna hit different. He's gonna be there by your side more than a person that just there for your cootie cat is. He's gonna be by your side. He's gonna hold you down when you can't hold yourself down. He's gonna make sure you straight even when he ain't straight. And vice versa. That's how you know when it's the real soulmate type of thing, because everything is just gonna be it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. It's all gonna look different. You know? And so my husband, let me tell you something. My husband, he came to me, and we was together and stuff like that. I was helping my husband out and all this and that, because he was down on his nothings, and I was there for him, and he was there for me when I was just going and didn't even know I was going, because at this time I had my baby that was in Birmingham, and he took on a role like my baby with his child, and that wasn't even none of his child. He was there for me and us both. I had to stay in Birmingham so he can continue to work, driving back and forth. My husband drove back and forth the visit and see me and her when I had to stay down in Birmingham, when I made up my mind that I wasn't going to work no more, and I was going to spend as much time as I could with my baby, because I didn't know how much time I was going to have for her. You know? So my husband, he was back and forth from Dothan to Birmingham every weekend, back and forth, every weekend faithfully. He got off of work by 10, 11 o'clock that night time. He got off of work, he was hitting the road. It wasn't no next day, it was that night. And when he had to go to work that next, the next day or whatever, he was headed out. But he was there for me the whole time. It was those signs that I saw that I knew that this was my man. But see, this when he came to me, My husband told me I wanted. Let me tell y'all a little story a little bit. When he came to me, my husband told me, he said he wanted to be settled down, he wanted to have children, and he wanted to be married. That's what he said. I knew what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So those words right there were nothing but music to my ears. You know? So when we got together, he went through this little phase at first, like, because he was just getting out of a breakup. And I guess he was testing me as a woman, to see what I was finna allow. That's men will do that. So he gonna tell me, he was like, I wanna I wanna I ain't been single, and I just wanna enjoy my freedom. And cause I ain't been single. Wait a hold up, pump your motherfucking brakes, wait a goddamn minute. Cause first of all, I accepted your ass because of what you said. You said that you wanted to be settled down, you want a relationship, and you want to be married, and you want children. And so that's all I'm taking. Ain't no ands, ifs, or buts about it. I ain't no be out here free and all that shit right there, because you ain't said none of that. See, if I would have said okay, I wouldn't have had that man today. If I would have gave the ass up, I wouldn't have had that man today. But let me tell you something. I had never been in a relationship where I made a man wait. I had never. But I had made him wait. It wasn't long though. We weren't long. But I made him wait. I did that. I made his ass wait. And he was mad because I made him wait. Because he probably thought that I was one of them other things that he done had. You know what I'm saying? But he found out I wasn't that same old thing. I was a real woman when he came to me. I was a real woman. And you ain't finna play with me. You ain't finna play with my mind or my motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? And so when I showed his ass that, oh, you finna mean what you say, or you got to get gone. One or the other, take your pick. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no in between. And after that, he got right. But what I said all that to say, a man is only gonna do what you allow. If you be one of them okay females, like, okay, all right, we'll see, we'll slow down, we'll take our time, keep on slow rolling. That's why your ass gonna be just slow rolling 9, 10, 11, 12, 19, 20 years and still ain't got married. Because you let him do what he want to do. One thing about a man, they love that firmness. They love that strictness. Long as you ain't trying to control them. But they love all that. They love that. Because if you ain't something like mama, you ain't nothing but a little hoe out here in the streets in their eyes. You too easy. They don't like all that easiness. Every now and then you got to put that foot down and mean what the fuck you say. You got to be something. You got to be something like mama, grandma, whoever the hell raised their ass. You got to be something like them. Not controlling, but you got to be something like them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that means what the fuck you say. I ain't finna take no shit. Don't play, honey. That I look at you, you look at me, honey. Don't play with me. You got to have one of them every now and then. That type of attitude. Because they will get beside themselves. Ain't no relationship perfect. Ain't no relationship perfect. But, and you're going to go through your ups and downs. You're going to get tried a few times. But you got to put that goddamn foot on their neck too. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. Honey, instill that fear. Like, don't, I ain't scared to leave your ass. Okay. I'm just saying. and so when we had started talking about marriage. And we was only together for like a few months. A few months, y'all. I mean, it wasn't even a whole year before me and my husband knew we was gonna get married. It was a few months. And look at we going on 7 years. So you can't tell me it can't happen. You can't tell me that. So um we had started talking about marriage and stuff, and we young and really don't know much about all that right there. So I told him, I'm just going off of how I be on TV and stuff like that. And I was like, babe, I want you to propose to me in a nice place or something like that, just telling him how I want him to do it, because my husband, he ain't really romantic like that. He don't really know all that, how to do all that shit right there. I'm like, I want you to propose to me in a nice place or something like that, and I want you to ask my daddy, can you marry me? And I want you to ask my daddy, can you marry me too? He was like, what I'm doing all that for? I'm like, cuz that's what you're supposed to do. Just cause I see the shit on TV. I don't know. I see it on TV, so I thought that's how you're supposed to do it. So when he got ready to propose to me, no, matter of fact, I went and picked out my rings. I went and picked out my own ring and everything. And we was making payments on my ring. And we was making payments on my ring and stuff. I ain't rich. We ain't rich. We can't go do it like that. He wasn't making money like that. Shit, he was flipping burgers at the time. You know what I'm saying? And but let me slow down. So yeah. And so one day it was right after my dad came down, and um yeah, yeah, my dad came down, and it was it the same day of my daughter's funeral, I want to say it was the same day as my daughter's funeral. I want to say it was the same day as my daughter's funeral. And my dad, and we had a house full and everybody was there. And so by then we had already done paid the rings off and they was at home. And so I'm sitting out there just having a good time, just mingling, talking with family and stuff like that. He done slipped on in the house. And I think he had told somebody, but I know he had asked my dad though, because he married me and stuff. And, so I'm sitting out there, and he had slipped in the house. Next thing you know, Jagged Edge song come on. What was it? Let's Get Married at the time? Hold on, no. No, it wasn't Let's Get Married. It was uh I know the song, but I can't think of the name of it at the time. And so Jagged Edge song started playing, but it was my sister friend had started playing the song. Everybody knew, I think, what was going on but me. So I'm sitting there, he come out there, he just doing his little dance and shit. He doing his little dance and shit and all that, coming, walking outside, getting down in front of me, done got down on his knee and putting the ring on the wrong finger. Look, putting the ring on the wrong finger and everything, but he was doing it though. God damn it. And proposed to me in front of, all my family and stuff. And that was just sweet. And yeah, Jagged Edge. I'm trying to think the name of the song. I know the song, but I can't think of the name of the song. I can't think of the name. I can't think of the name of the song. And right now I'm trying to think I can't even think of how the lyrics go, but the song is playing, but I can't think of it. But anyway. You a little don't be jealous. But anyhow, so me being a jokester that I am, I'm like, babe, that's no, it wasn't the wrong. No, it wasn't. Was it the wrong finger? No, it wasn't the wrong finger. I was like, babe, that's the wrong ring. That's the one it was. I said, babe, that's the wrong ring. Cause he didn't give me the band. He wasn't giving me the band. He was giving me this ring right here. And I was like, babe, that's the wrong ring. That's the wrong one. So he run back in the house. I probably embarrassed my baby. I did, but I don't think he really take me serious like that. Like I'm a jokester. I say a lot of stuff that could be embarrassing and joke a lot, but he do the same thing too. So it's just that's just how he is. Like even for our wedding, y'all, I'm just a jokester. I'm just a kid at heart. I am. And if you just allow me to be me, I'm just a jokester. So even for our wedding, like instead of we were supposed to be feeding each other the cake, but I'm just so silly. I just smashed the cake in his face. You know what I'm saying? And anybody else would have thought that, oh, she was mean for that, whatever, whatever. But next thing you know, I smashed him, he smashed me like it was a cake smash thing. But it's just the humor in us. It's just the humor in us. And so a lot of people, you know, not knowing him and not knowing me, we get misunderstood. August 23rd. We get misunderstood. We get misunderstood. The way we communicate, we get misunderstood. That's just our love language. That is. That's just how he get on my nerves sometimes though. He too blunt for me because I'm so sensitive. You know, at times he just too blunt. And I just try to act like I'm not as sensitive, but I am. I'm sensitive. And so I use my little meanness and all of that, to cover it all up. But I'm very, 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 very sensitive. I'm very sensitive, you know. So yeah, I always dated jocks and tall fellas. Then my little 5'8" man came with his pretty blue eyes. And dang, he didn't steal my heart. If he didn't steal my heart. Exactly. Let me tell you something. One thing about it, you got to date outside of what you want. I've seen the cake smashing thing plenty of times. Really, I like to see you talk. Oh yeah, probably with me, Miss Gigi. I like to see you talk about him. You look so happy. I am Miss Juanita. And so, what was I finna say? What was I finna? Oh, you gotta see people. A lot of what the thing about it most of the time is people have types. That's the wrong thing, really. The wrong way, really, to go about trying to find a man. Honestly, I know that you want a man that look good and got a good job and got a good figure and a certain skin color and certain way he dressed and a certain haircut and certain color eyes and a certain kind of smile and certain kind of teeth and certain kind of like walk and certain kind of talk and the swag that he got and all of that. But when you think about it, all that does not make up a real man. One of the comments that I remember one lady had said when my husband he was joking, he was like, I on that if I mess with somebody that's New York hoes, let me tell y'all something. That was an inside joke between me and him. Y'all don't know what he's talking about, but I know what he was talking about when he said that. And it ain't got nothing to do with a woman. Nothing to do with a woman. And so uh a lot of people that's the wrong way to try to find a man. That's the wrong way. When you trying to find a what I was gonna say is one thing that I have remember was the girl she was saying he talking about he don't date number New York hoes. Us New York girls, we don't date no men that look like that. Cause our men ain't finna have no mouth like his or something like that, talking about, his missing tooth and stuff like that. Like, first of all, you already done showed me where your mind is at. You bot must ain't got no man. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's what you look at for a man, you got to look at his outer image. You can't have one. You can't have one because that ain't even the way to define what a man is. Whether, especially a good one. If you want a good one that ain't just into himself, you know what I'm saying? You want you a pretty boy, somebody that stay in the mirror more than you. I don't think I want one like that. Give me a little ugly. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all fail to realize. Stop trying to look at that outside image. It ain't about all of that. Whether he can dress or not. So now you want to get him and take him and try to dress him up and all this and that. For what? What you want to do all that for? To make him start feeling himself and then now he ain't even looking at your ass no more? You better stop looking at all that and try to look at the heart. You better look at what he do for you. How he love you. How he take care of you. How he respect you. Support you. That's what it's about. It ain't about no motherfucking teeth and eyes and hair and swag and walk and talk and job and all that right there. It ain't about all that. Because one thing about it, like I said, when I got with my husband, baby, first of all, you need to see the potential in his ass. That's what you need to see. That's what you need to see. One thing about relationships, it's about potential. What kind of potential do he got? Where is he at? Is he willing to change? That's what you need to know. If you get a man that's willing to make changes to better himself, baby, boom, bingo, bam, you done hit the nail on the head. When he's willing to make those changes for the better for himself, want to make them changes, willing to make them changes. Not because you want him to change, he want to change. My husband was flipping burgers, baby. And I saw that work ethic in him, even though I was working a job. My job was better than his at the time. And I saw that work ethic in my husband, and I was like, ain't no what, he thought he couldn't get a job no better than what he had. He had done been so fucked up to where he know he can do better. You know what I'm saying? And so I had done seen that work ethic in my husband. I was like, ain't no way I ain't finna help build this man up. Especially, I know we gonna be together, baby. Building him is better than us. Building him is better than us. But see, that's what people don't want to do sometimes. You don't want to take them broke, see the potential in them that they want to change themselves. They want to have more, want to do more, help build them. And then, building him is building you. See, that's what relationships be about. Help building one another. I helped my husband find him something way better than, way more than what his mind can even think that he could have ever even had. He didn't even know that the job that he got right now, the job he got now, is the job that he had that I helped him get when we first got together. After some time. The same job. He didn't know he can get that. But I helped him. He got that. He went on his way, started doing everything else after that for himself. I just helped him put the foot in the door. That was all I did. And he just went spreading his wings after that himself. Because one thing about him, he gonna work. That's all he needed to do. Exactly. That's all he needed to do. I ain't have to do nothing else after that. And after he started doing that, he started taking care of me. He started taking care of me. And then he loved to say, "Babe, ever since we said I do, your ass don't quit a job. Your ass quit. Goddamn right. Shit. I work hard as I want to work. Shit. But you know, I'm happy. It's not all about a look, y'all. It's not all about a teeth. Cause one thing about me, y'all, my husband stand up there smiling big and proud and snag a tooth. And I was the type of female that I was a teeth person. I remember there was times that I used to crush on him, but at the same time, I never would have thought I'd be with him because my husband, before his teeth was missing, that teeth right there, it was rotted out from a little incident that he had. So I was a teeth person to end up with a person that's missing teeth, that ain't got the best teeth, and I'm a teeth person. So you can't say that what you looking for is what you gonna get in the end, because honey, what you looking for may not be what you want in the end. I'm just telling you now. I'm just saying. Get it and find out and come back come back a few years. I ain't talking about no months. Come back a few years and let me know if that's what you want. Or if that's what you still got. Cause honey, our what you call them? Our types don't be none but headaches. You know? I ain't gonna say I got perfect teeth, Miss Susie, but I love my teeth though. I love my teeth. I'm just a teeth person. I do. I don't know. I don't know. I just am. I just am. And then, my husband, he had hair he was trying to hang on to for a long time. So his ass, he wore hats all the time anyway, so it really didn't matter. But he was going bald. And that bothers them when they start going bald. You know? Thank you, Susie. That bothers them. That bothers them when they start going bald. That bothered him when he lost his tooth. But see, my thing is this. Thank you. But my thing is this. I love you. I love you beyond that damn tooth that you ain't got no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna feel no different because you ain't got no damn tooth. When he missed that tooth, I told him, I said, baby, you could be gummy mouth if you want to. Shit. A benefit to me. Shit. Okay. I'm just saying. So, and I was for real. I ain't made him feel bad because I ain't made him feel bad at all because he was missing that too. And that built his confidence up over time. You know what I'm saying? So then, my husband, how it was, he was already receding and stuff, leaving them. It was already leaving them. But he used to keep it cut down and stuff, and then he used to edge himself up and mess up his edge all the time. But he didn't care because he wore a hat. Wait, since y'all laughing, let me tell you, I was like, and then I kiss you, look, and I kiss you right in the gap of that tooth. I kiss you right in there. Since y'all laughing. That's what I told him, so I just thought about that part. But so the hairline receding and stuff and messing up his edge and all that stuff all the time. And so I convinced him. I said, babe, I said, go a little lower with your haircut, to kind of make it all blend in. Ain't nobody trying to go low like that. I don't want to go that low. I don't want my hair to be going low. Like, I don't want no low haircut like that, look like I'm bald head. I'm thinking to myself, you cut your hair off anyway, like you ain't too far from bald, like you're bald there. I'm like, and he know I used to love to rub it and stuff. Just I used to love to rub. Well, I ain't no used to. I love to rub it, be soft and stuff. Just soft and slick. Ain't you don't feel nothing in there. I like that. And so I say just go on go lower. So one day he decided after a long time after me telling him go on and go lower. So he went low as almost looking like he had a looking like he had a bald head. And so after wearing it like that for a while, I used to compliment him everything on it and all of that. It's real low like that. And I'm like, babe, you might as well just go on and go bald head, babe. Go on, go bald. Shit, go on, go bald head. I love me a little bald head, man. Go on, go bald, babe. I ain't even know I like a bald head, man. So, ooh, girl. Mm. Damn all that hair, baby. Give me that bald head. Oh, something about the bald head, baby. I don't know what it is, but it's something about the bald head, y'all. I don't know what it is. It's something about that bald head. Damn a haircut, damn a low hair, ooh, braids, dress. I don't even want it. Just give me that bald head. Woo! Chop. But anywho, let me quit. So, anyhow, my husband sported the Jeffersons look only when he was 6 years ago. He keeps it fresh to shave every day. Now, exactly, girl. Exactly, Miss Meredith. Girl. So, when he finally had to cut all that hair off and went bald, it did something to his confidence. In a way, his confidence in a way. Even though my husband, he got a high self-esteem, ain't gonna lie. But it kind of did something to his confidence. But it couldn't even destroy him because I loved it so much, and I don't think he could understand why I love that bald head. Like, babe, I've been waiting on you to do this. That's the best thing you could have ever did, babe. That's the best thing ever. Like, oh, child. It looked funny at first. Because you got to wait on their head to get the same color change, get they same all one color with their body, they face and stuff, But baby, when my husband got his teeth, I told him if I caught him smiling at another one when I was gonna take them. Miss Gigi, you a mess. But hey Holly. So yes. Oh, and you exactly. And chocolate. Woo. I told my husband I ain't never known I like the dark skinned man until I got with him. I ain't know. Exactly, Susie. I ain't know, girl. I did not know I like them dark skin. Cause baby, I don't, honey, I don't think I don't even think I paid attention to the damn skin color. Honestly, I just didn't. Honey. But when I got with him, I'm like, ooh, and bald head. I ain't know I liked that. Ooh, girl. So that was the best thing he could have did was let that hair, honey. Let me tell you something. If your man is over here hanging on and looking like George Jefferson, just go on and tell him ain't no need of hanging on to something that don't want to be held on to. Okay, ain't no need of hanging on. Ain't no need. I watched this man on YouTube. They funny. I can't remember the name right now. But the man, he ain't got no hair up here. All his hair's back here. Be wearing a damn do-rag and be having it slick down and be talking about something. He got him some waves and stuff. Well, waving them thoughts. Yo, you got waves in your thoughts, honey. Let those three hairs go. Exactly. What is you waving? Your thoughts? Yeah, don't be put my do rag back on. What is you set them free? Exactly. Set them free. Y'all make me think about my duds. Girl, I'm just saying. Goodness. So, but yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's about real relationships. That's the real parts of it. It ain't all about them looks. It ain't all about them clothes, how they dress, how they walk, how they talk, how they say stuff just to impress you. It ain't all about that. Because one thing about it, you ain't never gonna know them till you move all the way in with them. And then you got to learn to deal with their ways. He got to learn to deal with your ways. And see, we was dealing with all that from the get go. When we first started dating, we was staying together. When we first started dating, we was staying together. Cause mind you, I caught a fish that was out there swimming that somebody had them threw back. That somebody threw back. Me and my husband never went through our relationship staying in two separate houses. Not one day. Not one day. When me and him started dating, we was living together. Picture that. Now I had known him for 8 years, but we wasn't like no close friends like that. Neither where I knew him either. I just used to see him in and out, because I used to go over to his mama house and play cards, and my his mama was friends with my cousin, and that's how I met them. Yes, and that's how I met them. And okay, so we're gonna skip 8 years later. One day, now I'm gonna say like every now and then, like every blue moon, literally, like every blue moon, he used to message me and talk to me about his problems that he was having and stuff, where relationship, and how this person was just using us using up his car, and stuff like that, while he was staying with them and ain't really had nowhere to go. I only heard about the situations like off and on like that, like somebody that he just called to get a little advice or something. Like I can't even tell you what made him call me the times that he called me, because we never just talked on the phone like that. Like we was more of high and by type of friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm friends with your mama, so you my friend, in a way, but we really ain't no real friends like that, because we didn't hang out with each other. We didn't talk on the phone with each other. It was none of that to really say that we was established friends. I just knew his mama, and every time I saw him, he came in all dressed up and loud mouth like he is now, and it's like I was attracted to that. And so, no, no, Miss Meredith, no, I knew him just like as if me and you. Okay, let's just say if I knew you. I knew I knew you, and me and you, we played cards together every weekend, right? Your son didn't live with you. So every now and then your son will come over while I was there. And I see your son, and I had a crush on him. So your son, he played cards with my mama, because all us hung together. Your son, he played cards with my mama. My mama was his partner. But at the same time, I had a boyfriend I was dating that used to come over with me, the stupid one that I was dating. So I was kind of like crushing on him, but at the same time, wasn't crushing on him either. Because in my eyes, yeah, he was kind of, I can't do whatever, but I couldn't see him as nothing but a hoe, because every time he was over there, he was always it's like he was always dropped off by another girl every time. So that's why I said we was friends like that. Because I knew his mama, and he came over, on the weekends and stuff like that. I see him, we bypassing, hey, hi, like, or whatever. And that was it. But for some reason, like out of the blue, every now and then, he will call me or whatever, and will be like, I think it was mainly probably through Messenger or something, how he called me. I can't remember how he even called me, because I don't even think he had my phone number, honestly. And he will call me, and he'll be telling me about, like little situations he be done got in, and it's just like he needed somebody to talk to, but he didn't want to tell anybody his business because, hell, he barely knew me, but he knew me, or maybe he was telling me that because honestly, my husband thought that he was gonna get some ass from me, but I never gave my ass up to him. I never gave it up. I never gave it up. And I'm glad I didn't. And like I told you, and he told me, he said for a long time I just used to try to get ass. So that probably was during them times he was just trying to get him some ass. But I wasn't never giving it to him. And I told him, I say, I'm glad that I never just gave you my ass, because if I would have gave you my ass, you wouldn't have been my husband today. You would have just hit it and quit it. You already know what it was all about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I never did just hit. You gave it up to other people, but you would never give it to me. I'm glad I didn't. It was meant for me not to give it to you. You know? So that's what it was like. That's what it was like. So he got thrown. So one day I messaged him on Messenger, and I had invited him to come over to my house to play cards. It wasn't even going to be his mom and everybody there that time. I was just messaging him just to see if he was going to come. So he was like, I can't come because I got to go to work. I ain't missing no money. I was like, all right, cool. After that, I ain't said nothing else to him. So when one of his days off came up, he was like, what you doing? I was like, nothing, chilling or whatever. So he came over. He only stayed for like 5-10 minutes. We were sitting outside in the garage just talking. He only stayed like 5-10 minutes. And so we talked and stuff like that or whatever. Not really nothing on, not even on a serious note. It was just sitting out there talking. Can't even tell you what we were talking about because it wasn't even nothing serious. We weren't even talking about getting together. No, none of that. We were just sitting out there talking. Exactly. We were just sitting out there talking. So he only stayed like what, about 10 minutes? Not even that long, because the damn car he was driving, hell, that motherfucker was an A to B, not an A to C, D, E, G, Z. Damn, one on. It was an A to B. So he pulled up bumping his music real loud, playing some kind of oldie goldie song. I forgot what it was, but I know it's the song that his daddy liked. And so so he left. All right. So then now time done went by. Still not even talking on the phone, no nothing. So now there was this particular time he come calling me because he was at one of his friends' house. And then next thing you know, he come walking to my house. When he came walking to my house, I had actually had plans. I think it was on a Thursday because every Thursday night we used to go to Applebee's and do the karaoke and stuff. So I think it was that night. Was it that night? Anywho, I think I had dished him that day. Yeah. I think I dished him that day. But anywho, he came over. Stayed on a little while. Now this time, instead of him sitting in the garage, he came and sit in the house. I didn't have my own house at the time because at this time, me and my mama, we were staying together in the same house. We were staying together. We was like, she was my mama, but we was roommates. We were paying bills together. We moved up here together. We was making it together in the same house. So, by this, and so he comes in, and he when he so this time when he come in, we sat and we talked a little longer, but he helped me take a few of my braids out. That's what he did. He only took out about 3 of them, but he helped me take my braids out. So we done made it. I think this particular day we done made it on back there to the room too this time. But we still never had sex. But I'm glad. I know he probably was glad to make it back there to that room because he probably thought he was finna get us some ass, but he didn't. Thank God. So he ended up leaving, like I said, because I had made the plans to. I had to end up ditching him, right? Exactly, Miss Juanita. So now, we done spent that little day together. Some more time done went by. I ain't heard nothing else from him for a long time. So I wasn't really taking none of that serious at the time. I wasn't trying to get with him or nothing like that, at the time. Because I guess the reason why he was available was because him see the girl that he was dating, kind of find out they used to be off and on all the time. Like every time you turn around, she used to kick him out. So that's probably why he was, coming around me around that time, because the girl probably must have done kicked him out at this time. So one night he come calling me after not hearing from him for months. One night he come calling me and he's standing outside in the yard whispering on the phone. And I'm like, where you at? What you whispering for? He like, man, that stupid ass bitch done kicked me out the house. No, over here acting stupid or something like that, right? So he was outside talking on the phone. I ain't the one to try to come up between nobody relationship. I never messed with him while they was together. Okay? Never. Never. Never really talked with him like that. At all, really, while they was together. From my understanding, I wasn't. So he was trying to leave her house one day, that same night. She had done took the damn trash can and threw it down on the ground behind his car. So now he done rolled over the trash can and the car done got stuck. So he can't go nowhere. He just sitting there rocking on top of the trash can. So now he got to get out the car and he leave. He done ran. The dog running behind him that they had and everything. The dog done left her ass and all. Like both of them gone. Both of them gone. Him and the dog. So he ain't got nowhere else to go but be homeless, right? So he ended up having to go back. He told me about the story or whatever, but he ended up going back. So they was together for some more months, right? The next thing you know, I get a phone call. Exactly. The next thing you know, I get a phone call. He was like, hey, what you doing? I'm telling him what I was doing. Probably wasn't nothing at the time, resting up. I was working at Walmart, night shift, graveyard shift, tired all the time. And he was like, I ain't with the crazy girl no more. I was like, she was like, she done put me out and I ain't going back no more this time. I'm staying with my friend. I live across the street, but she don't know that I'm over here. Because it was across the street, but it was at an angle on the other street. But it was still, if she stood out her door, she could see where he was at. So I was like, dang, I was like, that's fucked up. So you ain't going back this time for real, for real. So, no, man, I'm done. I'm tired of, dealing with that and all this and that, all kind of craziness, stuff like that. Like the girl used to snatch his clothes off of him in public and just all kind of crazy, just the crazy chick shit, just stalk his ass and just all kind of crazy, just the craziest thing that them little crazy chicks be doing. That's what she was doing. Okay. So he was like, well, here where I'm at, you want to come and visit me? Me being me, I went to go visit him. So when I went to visit him, it was actually during the day. The first time it was during the day, and he was staying with his little homeboy, but he was still going to work. And so he was getting transportation back and forth, to work from his boss because his boss knew he was a good worker, so she was not going to let him not go to work. And so she used to come pick him up. So maybe like a couple days done went by, maybe like a week done went by, however, he's still staying with his friend. But from like I want to say from like the second day that he started staying with his friend, I was always coming over there every day and during the day. And so I had started taking him to work before I leave. Then it got to the point where I knew what I wanted then. I knew it. I ain't gonna lie. I knew it. I knew what I wanted then. I was, because now I see, this man ain't finna miss no work for nobody. Shit, this motherfucker, like, okay. Single too? Let me go on and put my application on up in there. So I told him, I said, you ain't got to be catching no rides from your boss. I was like, I'll come and pick you up and pick you up and stuff, when you get off. Now this late at night on my days off, I'll come pick you up, and I was taking them to work, and so I was taking them to work and picking them up. Now mind you, this wasn't no little skip and a hop from where I stayed at. But I was out home. I was driving though. I was getting there. All right. So now I done got from we done so now I done started staying the night with him. I done started staying the night with him at his friend's house. His friend ain't had nobody. He just had him some little whole things that was coming through them. So my first time laying up in the bed with him, he just stripped naked. This what I'm working with right here. I guess he thought it was finna we were finna do something. But we didn't. Showing me this what I'm working with right here. Cause, I guess, anywho, we're gonna skip past that. So I still didn't do nothing with him. We laid in the bed just like that. And so, right, censor. So we laid in the bed just like that, didn't do nothing. I guess he thought he thought, but hey, it was just a thought. Hey, ain't no harm in a try, but a try, right? So, so, oh, the next morning I was getting up. Because like I told you, every weekend I went to Birmingham to visit my baby. So that next morning we got up and I asked him, I said, you want to go to ride with me to Birmingham to go see my baby? Mind you, he was mad when he found out I got pregnant. Because my husband wanted a child so bad that I shouldn't have been getting pregnant by no other man, because maybe he was crushing on me hard, but I really didn't know that he was crushing on me like I was crushing on him. But he did get mad that when he found out I was pregnant. And so, anywho, he was like, yeah, I'll go. He was like, I'll go with you. From that day to the day my daughter took her last breath, he was there. From that day. Every single time I went to Birmingham, I had never had to go to Birmingham by myself no more after that day. So, mind you, me and him still weren't staying together. He was still staying over his friend's house for he only stayed there it wasn't that long. If it was 2 weeks, I'm probably giving it too long. So his friend had done got jealous because I was coming over there staying the night with him every night. I wasn't using nothing, wasn't cooking, wasn't taking no shower over there, wasn't nothing because when I come there, I'm already showered, clean, dressed, got sleeping clothes on. I just come with my bag to get dressed the next day. So the most I was using was his water to brush my teeth and wash my face. That was it. I wasn't using up no electricity of his, no nothing. But he got jealous that I was over there every day, and he told my husband, he was like, "If you gonna keep on coming over here, if she gonna keep coming over here, you gonna have to pay bills, or she gonna have to pay bills, or y'all got to go, right?" So my husband, now he don't kick my husband out on the slide. Even after that, he don't kick my husband out. Now my husband ain't got nowhere else to go. So in my mind, I'm like, this motherfucker ain't even finna have to go back over here to this crazy one. Like, I done put my application in now. So I don't told. So he was like, I'm finna go. He was like, you'll take me to take my clothes and stuff over to my mama house over here. He already knew his ass wasn't gonna stay there, but he played like he was finna leave his clothes there, right? I'm like, what you leaving your clothes over there for and stuff? I was like, and just come and just come over here and you can stay with me, you can stay with me. So he stayed a few nights or whatever. Now he talking something. He trying to act like he ain't trying to wear his welcome. I'm finna take my clothes over here to my mama house over here, knowing he can't even keep his shit over there. He couldn't even keep his shit over there, not because his mama, but because of the dude that his mama was dating at the time. Didn't like him. So, um, I'm gonna just take the stuff over there. Yeah, I'm gonna just take the stuff over there and just leave the stuff over there with her at her house. I'm like, your stuff is already in my trunk. Just let your stuff and stay in my car. Damn, like, what you trying to take stuff over there for? Leave your stuff in my car. You ain't got to be doing all that. Then you got to be going back and forth to get your stuff. Like, what you doing all that for? Trying to make sure his ass wasn't going nowhere. So he like, all right. So I got tired of the shit being in the car. I'm like, you ain't finna be with me. Your goddamn shit all in the car. Like, you got somewhere to put your clothes at. Come on, bring your stuff on in the house. Bring so you can get comfortable. I want his ass to get comfortable. Now we sharing dressers and stuff. I'm gonna make room for you to put your clothes in the dresser with mine. Moving his ass on in. Told my mom, I was like, Mom, I was like, he ain't got nowhere else to stay. I was like, he a good guy, like he can stay here with me and stuff like that. He go, Mama, hell no, ain't nobody else moving up in here. Hell no. Now I'm thinking to myself, damn, Mama about to fuck it up. I'm over here trying to get him, and Mom over here, hell no. I'm like, Mom, he ain't got nowhere else to go. All right, Tiana. All right. So so now he done moved on in. Yeah. I'm telling you, y'all didn't wait. We ain't waste no time. We was together from the beginning. We was together. So so he done moved on in and stuff. So now we staying together. A whole month done went by. He had been missing from that girl. She ain't know where he was at. She ain't know where he was at because if she would knew where he was at, she would have been to my house. She ain't know where he was at. But some kind of way she found out where he was at. And here we go. He go a knock on the door. Thank God I was there. Oh, it's on now, y'all. So, y'all ran over. Hit thumbs up like button, child. It's getting good now, y'all. So get a knock on the door. She was like, is Rock here? I was like, yeah. She was like, no, she ain't call him Rock. She called him something else. I was like, yeah. She was like, you'll tell him, oh, no. No. Okay. Backtrack a little bit. Now, mind you, he was staying with me, but our relationship wasn't official at the time. We didn't say that we was together. I was just, matter of fact, let me backtrack a little bit more. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. Let's go back to the guy house. So before he actually moved out, and when I started going over there, my husband, he didn't have, every, at the time, he was my boyfriend. I mean, my friend. My friend. He was just my friend. This before the guy kicked him out when I first started going over there, right? So one day I had dropped him off at work, and he was like, I ain't got no money right now. He was like, but if you don't mind, will you just go to the store and just get me, some soap and some deodorant? He was like, and I'll pay you back. I was like, sure, I'll get it for you. When he got off of work and I picked him up and he got out the car to get his stuff out the car, I had done bought his ass some tissue, some soap, some deodorant, some hair grease, oh damn wave cap, and everything that he would need where he ain't even have to ask nobody for nothing. I had done bought his ass everything. Everything. And so he was like, he didn't say it then, but he'll tell you right now until he tell me the same thing. When I did that, he knew I was the one. He knew I was the one when I did that. So anyway, now let's go back to the house when the girl knocked on the door. So the girl wash powder and everything, y'all. I had them bought wash powder and all. I forgot to say that part too. Shit, I had to throw the wash powder in there because he had to wash clothes. I bought them wash powder, bleach, and everything. All right. So anyway, now back to when the girl knocked on the door. So the girl, she come knocking on the door. No, I wanted to backtrack one time before that too. All right. So one day, me and he had his cousin came and picked him up. Right. His cousin came and picked him up from my house. And he didn't come home that night. This was before we got the knock knock. Maybe probably could have been like a couple days before, maybe like a week before or something like that. Or a weekend before. Okay, probably about a weekend before. Or probably that weekend. And then maybe let's say that Monday or something, here she come. But anyway, it wasn't too long before she come knocking on the door. Let's pause on the knock on the door. I got to tell y'all about this part. So this when he tested me. And he went out. We wasn't in a relationship at this time. We hadn't established nothing. He was just still staying with me. And he had went out. His friend came and got him. I was up under the impression that he was going. Matter of fact, he was supposed to be going to stay the night with his his cousin, not his friend, his cousin. So I was up under the impression that he was going to stay with his cousin. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't want him to go because I'm like, damn, he go stay with his cousin. He may not come back no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to come back. He never came home that night. Come to find out, he didn't stay the night with his cousin. So now, a little while, I'm wondering where he went. Am I wondering? Wait, hold on. Let me think for a second. Either way, I knew something wasn't right. I knew someone right. And I knew that it was more than just the cousin house. But I didn't find out until now I get to knock on the door. So, boom, 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 boom. I open the door. She asked, was he there? I'm like, yeah. She was like, yeah, because uh, now she talking to him. I let them outside, let them talk and all that stuff. They sitting out there in front of the door on the step. She out there trying to beg them and all kind of shit like that. And I'm listening to her through the window trying to beg them back and all that. I'm like, oh fuck no. So now I go out the door. I'm like, so what's going on? What done happened? Like, what's up? She was like, yeah, I ain't even know he was over here. He done been over here a whole month and I done dropped him off over here to play cards with y'all before and I ain't even know you were messing with him. I'm like, first of all, I wasn't messing with him. When I started talking to him, y'all weren't together. Y'all weren't together. I can't tell you what New York is because New York ain't got nothing to do with no girl. It ain't got nothing to do with no you look. It ain't got nothing to do with no girl. No girl. It ain't got nothing to do with what you think about. It ain't nothing bad. Honestly, it ain't nothing bad. It's no girl. Trust me. It's an inside joke between me and him, but I can't tell you what it means. But he was like, uh, he was like, So I say, what's going on? So I'm saying, yeah. He done came back to my house over here lying. I'm thinking we finna be together and all this and that. Boom, there go the story right there. What had happened? Where he went missing to. He done came over here and next thing you know, now he done up and left and I ain't even know he done got up and just up and left and I ain't even know that he was over here staying at your house and if I would have known that I would have never even dropped him over here off over here to come and play cards. I ain't even know you was messing around with him and all this and that. I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing. I want to mess with you, man. When I started talking to him, you and him went together. She didn't want to hear all that though, cause in her mind, you over here where I done dropped you off at. You know what I'm saying? To play cards one day. So, um, I find out he done stayed the night over there, and I guess they must have had sex, whatever. Let her tell it they did. And I don't doubt that they didn't, because, hey. And so I felt like that he went and did that just to see if he was done with her or was he ready to move on. I feel like that's why he went back. But he say he went back because, see, when he left her, he ain't have not a stitch of clothes. He only had one pair clothes, one pair shorts when he left. And that was it. That's all he had in his work clothes. And so let him tell it, he went back over there trying to play her so he can get his clothes. But a little more than that had happened. Which, like I said, I feel like he did that so he can try to see, because he had been with the girl for a long time, and I'm quite sure that he probably still loved the girl or whatever. I don't know if he loved or didn't love her, however, I don't know, but in my eyes, if he did love her, he probably was trying to see, if um he really wanted to leave her and be with me, or if he was gonna go back. So he realized that he wasn't gonna go back, so that's why he came back to me the next day. And so when he came, so now she was like, so what y'all got going on and shit like that. She's home son. What y'all got going on? So what you doing? So what you doing? What you doing? You fucking her? You fucking her? What y'all got? Now she mad. You fucking her? You fucking her? What y'all? I was like, and stuff like that. And so I was like, yes, yes, we fucking now. you know. And so that right there took her from 0 to 2,000 real quick. So now she outside, she going to fuck off. She beating his ass and pulling on his clothes and snatching his clothes off and snatched his pants off that he had on, done tore his drawers up. He running around outside. He just trying to get away from her ass. She a professional at this shit that she doing because she been doing this to him for years. She done snatched, she holding on to him, dragged him. he, I'm just standing up there on the porch, just listen, girl. Just looking. I'm just standing up there, just looking like, damn, she getting his ass, like she fucking him up, I'm just looking, shit. Okay, that ain't none of my motherfucking situation, Let him have it out. Long as she don't come up here fuck with me, honey. Let her go on and get all her frustrations out, because he ain't finna leave with her. So, go on handle your business. You know what I'm saying? So, look, so now she out there just tearing his clothes up and tearing everything off on him. Just so now he finally make it up to the door where I was at. No, ran past my no ran past my ass. Don't got on. He done made it on in the house. But now she thinks she finna run in the house behind him. Baby, by the time she got up there to that door and thought that she was finna go run in the house behind him, only thing I remember is my goddamn hand just around her neck, and just I grabbed her ass so quick. I grabbed her ass so quick around that neck and pushed her ass back like that. Like, bitch, you ain't finna come up in here. You might as well go on now. Oh, she was mad then. She got in the car, and I had done called the police. So she got in the car. She done got in the car, and instead of her acting like she was leaving, she gonna drive around to the dead end side and gonna sit there and wait while the police was there. So I told the police, I was like, it's a dead end over there. I said, y'all go on back there and get her. I said, because she ain't went nowhere. She just acting like she gone. So they had done went and drove behind or whatever and done left. And now they riding behind her. Here she go riding by just looking. She don't drove out. So the police, they was out there standing and talking to us. And they was like, I remember, he was telling my husband, he was like, what's going on? My husband was talking about something, that's an ex, and she come over here, start some shit and all this and that. And he was like, he said, I remember you. He said, I remember you and her. I'm the same police that got called one time before when she was at the laundromat whooping your ass. Out there at the laundromat. This girl done showed out on him at the laundromat before, y'all, just like that. But not only did she do that, she used to stalk his mama house, be sitting on the over there on the railroad track on the back porch, trying to listen to see if he coming in, and park down at the end of the road, waiting on him to walk in his mama house. And girl, one time me and him was staying together. Oh, she tried it one time. Two times. She tried it two times. She tried 2 times. One particular time she tried it and she was like, he went to the club with his cousin. The cousin that y'all just saw the other day. So he went to the club with his cousin, and I'm in the bed asleep. So when he come home, oh, she was sitting at the stop sign from my house waiting on him to pull in at home. So when he pulled in and got out the car, she come whip and fly and stop in front of the house and telling him, tell me something. Come here, let me talk to you. Come here. His ass done ran in the house and done got me up out of bed, telling me some the crazy bitch outside. The crazy bitch outside. That's all you had to tell me. Oh, I'm ready. I done jumped up out the bed. Now you disrespecting me. I done jumped out the bed, done came out the door. By the time I get out the door, her ass, she driving off. She see me, she drive off. So never even really had like no. She want to act like she crazy, but she ain't got that damn crazy because she ain't never like really wanna one-on-one with me. So then there was this other time. Yeah, she was crazy. She was crazy. So then there was this other time that I was sitting on the porch with my next door neighbor. And she saw my husband outside checking the mailbox. And so after he had checked the mailbox, he had walked over next door in the yard. She didn't know I was sitting on the porch outside with the neighbor. And she stops in front of their house. Come here, let me talk to you. Time I stood up and I was like, and for what? He ain't talking to you. What the fuck you want him for? Her ass drove off. Her ass drove off. From that day to this, I ain't had no more problems with her. And so, now after all of that, like I said, we was back at mama's house after that little incident. We was sitting outside talking, and I was like, okay, Nah, you don't had your little time. You don't, the little crazy bitch. You say you done with her. We ain't got nothing established. You say you want to be in a relationship. You want to be settled down. You want to be married. You want to have kids. Like, okay, I'm here. Now what we finna do? I was like, I wasn't finna give his ass time to decide, like, do you wanna be with me? You don't. We already staying together. You done fucked up, honey. You done let her go. You over here. You already told me what you want. I know what I want. So what's up? Now we decided to get together. So from that day there, we had always been staying together. We had never just dated and not lived together. We always lived together when we got together. So I done been through the ups and the downs and stuff like that. Like I said, you're gonna find out how that person is when you move in with them. We was moving in, we was living together from day one. From the time I started staying the night with him at the friend house until he left the friend house and had to come and move in with me, and then from there we was together ever since. So we ain't never had no type of relationship where I lived in one house, he lived in another house. We ain't never had that. We always been together. We've been together the whole time. So that's why I said when you find that person that is for you, you're gonna know that that person is for you. You're gonna know. And it don't take no 10, 15, 25, 3, 4, 5 years before a person can say, I wanna, I wanna settle down, I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. I wanna, I don't want nobody but you, and I want us to get married. It don't take no lifetime for that. If they know that they sincerely wholehearted love you and they don't want to see themselves without you, it don't take all that time to know that they want to spend the rest of their life with you. Bless me, Jesus. It don't bless me. It don't take all that time. It don't take all that time. When you sitting there waiting all them years like that, you just only letting them do what they want to do. That's it. You only letting them do what they want to do. And you giving them too much time to not even really want to be with you no more. You only is just y'all is security to one another. Because if I'm not good enough for you to marry, why am I good enough for you to want to come home and lay down with every day? It don't make sense to me. So we do. We do. Thank you. Yeah. Like Day Day. Talking about the crazy bitch out there. So yeah. And we've been together ever since. Hey BZ. We've been together ever since. Ever since. So you gotta think about from the time we've been together, we have been developing and getting to know one another and, you know, just growing in our relationship together, learning each other every day since the day we've been together. Since the day we've been together. We ain't had that space apart to do that. Every day is something new for us. And we have to learn to get along and learn to love and like one another and learn to, just shake shit off and all that. All that. Every day, we learning and growing with each other. So it's a beautiful thing though, it is, but at the same time he get on my nerves, and there's times that, honey, I wanted to leave his ass, probably times he probably wanted to leave me, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I love him. And yes, you got to take care of each other. Exactly. And that's what we do. We take care of each other. We take care of each other. So that's why I say I know he is meant to be my husband. I know he is. Cause for one, it wouldn't have still been kicking the way it's kicking now. And one thing about us, we may fuss, we may argue, we don't fight. And one thing about us, that's our love language, but we not that type of relationship where we just I how I've had before, like a fussing relationship. That's not us. That's not us. We hardly ever fuss for real, for real. Like a real hard down fussing mad with each other. Hardly ever. And when we do, it's about something stupid. It's about something stupid. And most of the time, a lot of the time, I be done started, but I be done got fed up because I hold a lot of stuff in too. I'm not just a nitpicking type person about stuff all the time. So, oh, excuse me. So, I'm not, when I finally get on his ass, I'm getting on his ass for the old and the damn new. That's how I am. And then he's so selfish when he get mad with me. Yeah, ripping his clothes, girl, ripping his clothes off and everything. We have said to death do we're going to be together. Exactly. Yep. So it don't take a lifetime. Don't be in no relationship with no man and be sitting around waiting 3, 4, 5, 6 years for him to know whether he want to spend the rest of his life with you. He should already know what he want to do. He should already know what he want. But by you just sitting there, you just waiting on him to sit there and come hunt and find the damn fish that he want, because obviously you ain't the fish that he want to fry. You know? So, yeah. That's some wisdom for you right there. Y'all just think about that. Take that into consideration. I'm 35 years old, y'all. And I know a lot of y'all is probably well older than me, or we about the same age. And you wondering why I can't find this person, why I can't find that person. You can find them, but one thing about it, you got to put your foot down, mean what you say, make them mean what they say, and and don't be allowing all kind of stuff, because a man is only going to do what you allow. And if you allow them to do all that crazy shit to you and mistreat you and talk to you in a kind of way and abuse you and don't respect you and all that, he gonna do that because you let him. Because you let him. Don't allow all that. Because for one, if he love you, he gonna respect you. Period. I don't give a damn which way you want to look at it, what it's about, anything. If he love you, he gonna respect you. So don't and then if he love you enough, he ain't gonna want to see himself without you. He ain't gonna want to see himself without you. So he's gonna be ready to want to put the ring on your finger. What is there to think about if you don't want to see yourself without this person? What is there? There's nothing to think about. It don't take no lifetime to know to wait on a damn engagement, and then when you do get engaged, don't be engaged no 2, 3 years. Make that motherfucker do what the fuck he say he gonna do. I what the fuck this ring supposed to mean? Cause it's just sitting on my finger. Wife, don't be doing no wifely duties in a girlfriend status, because when you give him the cow, why the fuck he got to pay for it? Don't give it to him. Make his ass pay for it. That's a fact. Make his ass pay for it. Cause you up there sitting up here acting like a whole wife over here. You know, just know that that's what y'all finna be. And like I said, don't be trying to do stuff like, oh, don't let him be like, oh, this my money, my car, my house, my this, my that. No. Cause when y'all get together in a relationship, see, learning to be husband and wife starts in the relationship. You know? It starts in that relationship. It starts, y'all got to learn to be one in that relationship. A lot of people, they don't want to do that. What you so scared of? It's nothing to be scared of. Go on and get your practice in then. That way when you do get married, everything is just gonna carry over. That's why people be like, what is it like to be married? To be boyfriend and girlfriend? It all feel the same. It's the same thing. Your marriage shouldn't be no different from what it was when you was dating. It's just a piece of paper that has been signed that has legalized y'all to say that this is my husband, this is my wife, a vow before you and God. It shouldn't be no changes. So the question of what is it like to be married, that ain't even no question. What is it like for him to be your husband, your boyfriend? That's the question. If you can't deal with him as a boyfriend, you damn sure ain't gonna be able to deal with him as no husband with paperwork. And see, the thing about it is now, when y'all fuss and argue, you gonna realize plenty times that, damn, I can't up and leave this motherfucker like I would if he was my boyfriend. You gonna hate that sometimes. But that's the good thing about that bond, that bind, that commitment. You know, that's the good thing about that, because you know what you know that you got to stick it out and work through your problems. It teaches you to be real adults, be in real relationships. You know what I'm saying, with one another. You ain't got that little honey, I can up and leave when I get ready type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You can, if that's what you really but why would you want to do that if you know that you got somebody that's good on your arms? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to do that? Exactly. Oh, that's sweet, Miss Merida. That's sweet. But yeah, and don't get in no relationship. Let me say it again for those of you that came in a little late. Don't get in a relationship carrying over your past into the new, because doing that, you are already setting yourself up for failure. This is a new person, new, different ways, different, you know what I'm saying? Give that person a chance. Give that person a chance. And, you know, let your past relationships be your wisdom. Let it be your wisdom. But don't let that be your reason to not trust the next man. You got to trust them. Cause if you ain't got no trust, you ain't got first of all, if you ain't got the trust, you ain't got nothing. If you ain't got the trust. Don't go into it telling my son, I can't trust no man no further than I can see him. You don't want no relationship like that. So why would you even be speaking that? Damn what the next person gonna think about you. Damn, and another thing about it, you gonna lose a whole lot of friends behind your happiness. I'm just gonna let you know. And he is too. You're gonna lose a whole lot of friends. I remember the days that my husband, he used to hang out with these guys that didn't mean him no good, but they was his best friends. They was his best friends. So he thought. But then once me and him started dating, and he started bringing me around them more regular and stuff like that. They started seeing who I was and all of that. And every time you saw him, they saw me and stuff like that. And then they started putting in his head, um, you over there putting her before us, and you don't hang out with us like that no more, and you always with her type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that mean you in the good ain't even finna first be saying nothing like that. They ain't even finna be saying nothing like that. So you gonna lose a lot of people, because most of the time don't nobody want to see you doing better than them. They don't want to see you happy. As long as they struggling shit, they want your ass struggling too. So you're gonna lose a lot of friends that you thought was friends. That's why my husband is a gamer right now. Yes, Tiana's supposed to be friends. Yes, Tiana's supposed to be friend. What, BG? BZ? Say that again. Put it where I can understand what you're saying, but really wasn't our friends, just wonder what we have. Yeah, put it where I can understand what you're saying. But yeah. If I read it right, say you read it right. But yeah. Yeah. Let your past relationships be your wisdom. Just look at just recognize. Just because see that wisdom is going to help you recognize when the old shit start looking familiar. Don't start running. I always want to ask questions all the time and point fingers and faults and yeah, you did this and you did that type of shit. Because when you got that wisdom, you're gonna learn to start collecting. Exactly. They gonna start you're gonna start collecting your information. And then when you come to him, you're gonna come to him with some facts. He ain't gonna have no choice but he ain't gonna be able to lie. You know what I'm saying? So now that shit gonna be up to you whether okay, is this worth me fighting for? Or if this or okay, what I need to do, I need to put my foot down, make him feel this shit because at the end of the day, I ain't his little play toy. Don't let no man be your little play toy. Be don't be no man's play toy. Don't be no play toy. Cause as long as you let him play, his ass gonna play. He ain't gonna never take you serious and never and never value you for who you are. You know your worth, you know your value. Make him see that. Don't put up with no little no shit off his ass. Ain't no wrong with putting his ass in his place because that's what they be wanting. Like I say, as long as you ain't controlling, they want you to put them in your place because that shows that man that you ain't easy. They love a woman that ain't easy. They love that. But when you that controlling type, that's what make them want to start creeping, sneaking, and all that there. Like I said, from the beginning of our relationship, we was one. From the beginning of our relationships, this my husband when he got paid, he was used to taking his money and going and you know um shopping and going out to eat and all kind of shit like that. And he was dating a woman that's way older than me at the time, with kids and stuff. One responsible, didn't give a damn. You know, she should have known better than that. Like priorities first, pleasures later. I was trying to say that said they weren't our friends, but they were really not our friends. They really wanted what we had, so they not happy and wanted us not to be. Exactly, yeah. So, um, yeah, I ain't have no kind of responsibility by herself. And so my husband wasn't responsible. And then when he got with me, he thought he was gonna be the same way. So the first two times, I was like, okay, I let him go on do it, but I ain't really catch on till after that second time, and I was like, I sat down with his last, and I was like, hold up, wait a minute. I say priorities is first, baby. I say pleasure later. I say I don't give a damn if we is broke. I said, but as long as these bills paid, that's all that matters to me. And so after that, he was like, damn, like, okay, shit, And then after that, he started bringing his money home to me. He started bringing his money home to me, giving me his check. Let me pay the bills and do what I'm supposed to do with the money and stuff like that. See, we became a week early, you know, to run to the grocery store. I talked to. All right, then, Rosie, you have a good day. We came a week early. We came a week early. So, because my husband know I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. He know I am. He know I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. Cause one thing I ain't trying to do is see these lights go off or their car get pulled up out their yard or be out the door, stomach growling cause I'm hungry. One thing I refuse to be is hungry. And that's one thing he know about me. He say, I don't give a damn if I don't know nothing about you. One thing you ain't finna let us be is hungry. You know? So, yeah, honey, you can't be hungry because you got to have that damn strength to walk to work if that's what you got to do. you gotta have the energy to walk to work, okay? And I'm gonna be woman enough to cook some meals at home so your ass can take you some meals at home. Because if you gotta walk home, then your ass gonna have some energy with this damn meal that I done cooked for you, so you can eat at work, so you have the energy to walk your ass back home, okay? So I'm just saying, I'm gonna do my part. Homebody now, my husband is on the game also, but always been about our family first. Exactly, BZ. Yup. And that's the best way to be. That's the best way to be. It get boring, but that's the best way to be. But I done taught y'all enough today. I'm gonna need y'all to go back and watch this video because, like I said, the title of the video is what it was about in the beginning, but then we done talked about a whole lot of other stuff after that. But I have enjoyed talking with y'all and all that good stuff. Y'all know I don't never really sit down and talk serious like this and all that, but I did enjoy it. I really did. But until the next one, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. Thank y'all for y'all prayers. Y'all just keep on praying for me. I am getting better every day. I am getting better every day. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, love y'all. Peace out. The weekend coming up tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow, Friday. Uh, I ain't doing that though. All right, y'all. Good night.